let's move on. All right. Okay. All right. So first of all, thank you so much for coming on board. Truly appreciate your attendance today. And this is our weekly, all right, our weekly meetup. Regularly, we are doing this every Tuesday. Just basically a voluntary, okay, voluntary service for the community. This is just what to say, something unique from the JD Winner Circle, especially those of you who are part of JD Winner Sin Strategy. I believe that, you know, sometimes you may not find this kind of services being offered, but I just want to make sure that I engage and also interact with the community in a very, very transparent and open way. All right, so that you can then ask any question and we can address these things together. And a lot of this question is going to help our community. And I think this is the reason why our community is actually doing well. And many of them are actually seeing a much better results, right? So this is just awesome to see how God is leading this team and how the hand of God and the favor of God is upon JD Winner, right? So to start, okay, to start this presentation, let me just quickly give you the aim of JD Winner, why I started this, what is my aim, and so on, okay? Now, if you look at the ultimate aim is to create a hands-free trading opportunity for anyone and protect users' trading fund. Now, this is the key thing, all right? You can see that so many people come into quantitative trading, right? They actually don't know exactly what is it. Their friend told them that they can actually take part of this, and they told the friend that, you know, your fund is safe, you don't need to worry, and so on. So they jump in, but not knowing what is it all about, and then they get all their fund depleted in their spot wallet, and they get worried. Okay. Now, this is a common situation, common problem that we are seeing everyone is facing, right? And on top of that, not everyone is able to do trading, right? So this is the opportunity where they can actually sin strategy. But at the same time, I want to make sure that we protect users' trading fund. That's the reason why for the sin strategy, the margin calls are different, okay? The margin call is designed in such a way to protect your trading fund, okay, from being fully depleted, while we want to minimize the floating time. Now, this is the most important terminology that everyone must understand. Now, please understand, okay, although your fund is depleted in your spot wallet, that doesn't mean that you are at loss. Okay, because your fund, although you see it is depleted in terms of the trading, but your fund is still in your spot wallet. Please understand that. Okay, so you don't have to be worried unnecessarily. Oh, my fund is depleted and I'm going to lose everything. No, it doesn't happen in that way, because when it comes to quantitative trading, there is no liquidation. All right, there is no liquidation. So that's the reason why we always mention to the team, just hang on, wait for the market to actually rebound, okay? Because most people, they don't know the entry point, okay? They enter when the market is already at the top, and then they struggle through, right? They struggle through, and then the whole fund is depleted. So the whole idea is to protect users' trading fund. We want to minimize the floating time, and at the same time, we want to maximize the profit turnaround time. Now, can you see that? It's not just to maximize profit, but the turnaround time. If you can turn around that floating faster, that is the most important thing, because at the end of it, okay, at the end of it, it's not about how much you make. It is about how many cycle or how many position you make per day. That's the most important thing. So if you get back into your boat, into your bot, right, you can check, right, each of your trades transaction. Go and look at how many transactions are you doing today. So if you want to break even or you want to make a profit, the KPI or the key indicator is the number of transactions. All right, that's the most important thing. Or we call this number of cycle. One cycle is buy and sell. It's considered as one cycle. So the more cycle you do, the better it is, because you then will get a much better profit. That's the reason why if your capital is small, you need to do more cycle. If your capital is big, then it's fine, no problem. That's the reason why those with a smaller capital, right, they are not able to see their profit fast, because remember, small capital, the result is very small. So you need to do more position, more cycles in order for you to do that, all right? So this is what we call profit turnaround time. Now, we also aim to create inclusive environment, okay? Inclusive, whereby community users are equipped and empowered with relevant education, resources, and insight into JDWINNER sync strategy. Can you see that? So that is basically my intention. So that's the reason why we have a Telegram group. We don't discuss things in the circle in the bot because there is no flexibility. But in the Telegram group, we can discuss, we can share a lot of things. And I'm using that Telegram group to equip. That's the reason why. All right, you may see that I don't want to give any direct answer to anyone. Why? Because they are not searching for the answer. The answer just before them. The videos are there, but they don't want to go and what to say, watch the videos. Can you see them? And they're just one shortcut. And then once they solve the problem, they then do the same thing over and over again. I think this is not the right way, okay, of how they should approach. And then when they go to problem, then they realize that they didn't actually watch the videos. Can you see that? So this is important, especially if you are leaders, if you are bringing in people, you must understand exactly how things work so that you can then explain to the people, guide them through, mentor them, and so on. So that is the most important thing, all right? So that is the reason why I always ask them, well, have they watched the video? Have they watched the video? Am I right? Or else it is wasted that we created all these resources and materials, even the YouTube channel, so that they can go and actually get all this information, okay? So this is basically the ultimate aim, okay, that we have, so that they can then have all these insights into the sync strategy, royal quantitative, and also the crypto market. That's the reason why I give you the updates of the crypto markets. I even recently, right, we gave an update of SLP, and you see how SLP began to explode because of the right timing, okay, right timing of giving that information to the team. And everybody, I tell you, those who are trading SLP will be really excited and rejoicing because they closed those SLP that has been floating for days. I got my SLP floating like 11 days. And I closed that in 11 days and made $38 just in 11 days. Isn't that awesome? Can you see that? So we also aim, okay, to see everyone in JDWINNER community are blessed. This is the ultimate. When I say blessed, mean we want to see you flourishing. We want to see you, okay, profitable, okay, that you are coming into this thing and you are being profitable. When we talk about flourishing, it's not just about money. We talk about flourishing in our education, in every single aspects of it, okay? So this is the ultimate aim, and this is the intention, I would say, the pure intention why I created JDWINNER sync strategy. Now, before we can even move further to understand how this whole thing about sync strategy works, it is always important for anyone who are new, right, to understand the working principle of royal quantitative, or we call this as a quantitative trading. Now, a quantitative trading is just a mathematical, it's just an algorithm that has been developed and been programmed. It's like a protocol, that's all right, that's all. But how does this protocol actually work? So if you look, right, the essential principle of the quantitative bot is to use a certain strategy model to actually buy low and sell high in the spot market. Now, this is what we call a spot trading. Now, can you do this your own? Yes, you can do this. Many of us are already, right? If you're in the crypto market, you buy Bitcoin. Example, you buy Bitcoin. So recently, Bitcoin was close to about 60,000. No, so just imagine if you have bought Bitcoin at 60,000, right? And Bitcoin price dropped to about 30,000. Can you see that? 30,000. So do you really actually face any kind of losses? There is no losses because one Bitcoin is still one Bitcoin. Unless you sell that Bitcoin at 30,000, then you have a real loss. Can you see that? So in the same manner, right, you will never buy at 60,000, right? You always want to buy at 30,000. But how do you know that 30,000 is the bottom? No one knows. It can even go to 29, 28, 25, and so on, right? We don't know. So this is where we have this quantitative principle whereby it will buy low and sell high. But please understand, some people mistaken, all right? Mistaken. They thought, okay, the bot has already buy low and sell high. The bot must go back and buy low again. It doesn't happen in that way, right? Because this is a mathematics. So when the robot actually go all the way and buy all the way high, it will not go down and buy at the low again. No, it will now operate the martingale strategy, which is what we call an averaging. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you how that works. So now, if you compare the human and the bot, human may not be able to actually buy and sell, okay, in a multiple times or in a high frequency, not able to. But we have a bot, and this bot is able to do the high frequency, or we call this as a high velocity trading, okay, in order to obtain profit. So that's the reason why the bot can actually do so many different cycles, okay, so many different positions. It can open, it can close, it can keep opening and closing. These are all the number of cycles, okay. So the bot can do that because it is designed in such a way to actually perform a high velocity trading. All right, now, if you look, okay, into the strategy that has been used, it is basically an upgraded version of Martingale's strategy. Now, Martingale's strategy is a replenishment strategy. Now, I've been in the trading for many substantial years, okay? I trade Forex market. I love the currency market and also the commodity, especially gold. And I'm also basically an expert in crypto leverage trading, and I use Martingale's strategy for about 3 years and plus, okay? Now, please understand. So when I saw that Royal Quantitative have a Martingale strategy, and now this Martingale strategy is an automated, that really excites me. Because when I do a manual Martingale trading outside there with a leverage trading, I can still do, okay, replenishment, but then there is always a cut loss. Can you see that? Always there can be losses if you don't have enough capital, all right, to sustain the market. But over here, right, over here, we don't have to worry. Even if the market goes down, there is no cut loss such as Forex, okay? There is no margin call, okay, such as the Forex market where you receive margin call and asking you to top up before the market actually cut and so on. There is no such thing here in Royal Quantitative. So why do you worry, all right? Why do you worry? You worry because you saw rate, you saw the percentage, right? Oh, it's getting 30 minus 30%. Oh, it's getting minus 40%. And I'm going to lose. You lose nothing, all right? You lose nothing. All right, basically that is what we call a floating loss or unrealized loss. So now what you need to do, just wait for the market to rebound. Can you see that? Now, this is the misconception of so many people coming into the quantitative trading and not understanding what is going on. That's why this is the best place for you to learn so that you can now stay relaxed, okay, stay calm, because you know no matter what happened to the market, your fund is still secure, right? So this is basically a Martingale strategy. Now, what is a Martingale strategy? Now, as I mentioned to you, right, some people, right, they always question or even ask the company, right, hey, the bot has already sold at high. Why is the bot keep buying again at the high? Why does the bot doesn't wait until it goes down? The bot don't know that, okay, that there is no such thing where it is programmed in such a way that the bot will go down and buy. No. So what the bot will do when the market is already at the top is what we call a Martingale strategy. So this is what has already been embedded into the bot, okay? So what is a Martingale strategy? The bot will increase the position through the post-multiple investment method, which is called the averaging principle. So now, when the market is already at the top and the market is going down, the bot will do averaging. Can you see that? Averaging. So it will hit the margin call and do the averaging, okay, as many times has been designed, has been instructed to the bot. Can you see that? So that's how it works. So in a pure example, right, if you buy Bitcoin at 60,000, let's say, all right, and Bitcoin is now 30,000. So what do? If you buy Bitcoin at 60,000, you get 1 Bitcoin. Now, with the same 60,000, if you buy at 30,000, you get 2 Bitcoin. Can you see that? So now, this is what we call averaging, all right? So you are averaging, but when you do an averaging, your Bitcoin is no longer 60,000 or 30,000, because when you average that, your Bitcoin is now probably at a value of 45,000. Can you see that? So now, when you average that, now you got 3 Bitcoin. So with that 3 Bitcoin, the average price is 45,000. So when the price goes up, okay, goes up above this average 45,000, what happens? Now you will start to make profit from that Bitcoin holding. Can you see that? So that is the same concept. So averaging or Martingale strategy has been used in the stock market. Okay, they have a bot for the stock market. Now even the crypto tradings are using bot, and many of them are using the same Martingale strategy. All right. So that is how it works. So in a simple investment term, we call this as an averaging principle. All right. So now when you do an averaging, it reduces your average holding cost. Can you see that? Reduce your average holding cost. But what happened to your amount? Your amount increases. Can you see that? That's the reason why when the bot do a margin call, your amount increase, but your average cost will start to reduce. All right. That's the most important thing that you need to understand. So then when it actually makes the market to rebound, okay? So when it actually do that averaging over and over again, and when the market rebound, what happens? Now the trade will be closed and exit in profit. Okay, that's how it works. Can you see that? So this is basically something like a trailing system. Okay, a trailing system that has been put in place whereby every time the market goes down, it will then do the averaging principle. Can you see that? So this is why the quantitative bot is so powerful. Okay, it's so powerful. That's the reason why we actually make money when the market is going up. We actually make money when the market is actually coming down. And if you ask me honestly, I make more profit when the market is coming down, not when the market is going up. Okay, because the frequency of market going up is smaller compared to the frequency of market going down. So when I see the rate floating, I love it. I love it. Okay, so because I can do manual replenishment, I can go and ambush the enemy, I can go and manipulate the market, and I can then come out of that situation victoriously in profit. Can you see that? So that is the beauty of martingale strategy. So now, generally, okay, we only need to allocate not more than 10% of the total fund for the trading. That's the reason why you start at $10, right? You start at $10. So if you look into JDWINNER strategy, for one coin, you need about 110, right? But you only use $10 for your first order. That's all. So what happens to the remaining $100 or 90%? You hold that 90%. Why? So it will be used to cover the future market decline. So this is where you have the auto replenishment already embedded into the design. So I've designed in such a way you got 3 calls. That 3 calls will actually take care 80% of your replenishment. Can you see that? So that is a powerful strategy that has been put in place. So if you understand the working principle of the quantitative trading, all right, so now you will have the peace of heart and the peace of mind, right? Because this is how actually the principle actually works. Okay, so I hope that really helps you. Okay, this is so important. So now if you look into the data, okay, this is the data that has been collected by the company. They actually have done a study. Okay, they have done a study. They have used about $100,000 to do the trading, and they have collected the data over time. Now, based on this data, okay, so this data comprises of the uptrending market and the downtrending market. Please understand that, because any data, right, any data must study both the market. All right. So based on the study, okay, they have actually declared, okay, you can see the monthly income currently is about 10 to 50%. Can you see that? So 10% will be a declining market. So when the market is declining, because the floating time is too long, right? Sometimes even sometimes 1 or 2 days, you don't even make anything. So, but if you can make 10% minimum return every month, I think that's a brilliant return. All right, that's a brilliant return. Now, if I would convert this to an average daily income, that will be around 0.34% to about 1.67%. Can you see that? So that is the daily average, okay, we are looking at. So if you can make 0.5 to about 1% per day. Now, when I say per day average, it doesn't mean that you look at it, oh, today I didn't make it, so the bot is not good. No, 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 no. When we talk about daily average, you must take a 30 days data. All right, so that's the reason why if you are new, right, don't be so don't be so in detail, okay, precise that, oh, why is it the robot is not making for me the money? I just came in yesterday and today I don't see the result. No, you must give yourself 30 days to collect the data and study, because in that 30 days there are market up and down, market is up and down. So you collect the data. Probably you need to have a proper log in order to log all this information, so that at the end of 30 days, then you can then make the decision. You can analyze those data and then you can say, oh, actually my average per day is this much. Can you see that? So that is important. Now, if we look, okay, if you look into the beauty of this quantitative trading, is that this is what we call a compounding interest rollover. All right. So now just imagine, okay, just imagine if you make a worst case scenario of 10% a month. So in this example, that is the first month is $100,000. That is a trading fund. And they make about 10%. So that is about 110. That is about 10% profit. Now, what happened the second month is that you are no longer going to run your trading with $100, 100,000. Now you're going to run your trading with 110,000. Can you see that? So now imagine, okay, your 10% is based on your trading fund, all right, that you have already compounded. So this is the reason why $100 will start to grow. And as the $100 begin to grow over time and over time and over time, so if you look into this data for 12 months, okay, if you continue to compound, and that is only a worst case scenario of 10%, you can actually generate about 314% profit. Can you see that? Now, this is brilliant, right? Why? Because it is a compounding power, all right? A compounding rollover. So this is the reason why. So you got $1,000, you can grow that $1,000 at the end of 12 months. Can you see that? So when you put the money, right, set aside in your mind, the next 12 months, I'm not going to touch this fund. I'm going to see how is this fund is going to grow, because this fund will start to grow in a compounding manner, okay, when you do in that way, right? So this is just some ideas how you can work around it, okay? So this is a huge potential for any one of us, if we understand how the quantitative, especially the compounding rollover actually work. So now, in order for you to generate, okay, that amount of profits, okay, there are three options that you can use the Royal Quantitative, okay, three options. This is important because any of these options, okay, there is no such thing as one option is the perfect option, no way. All right, so you need to mix and match this option in order for you to be able to see the results that you are actually dreaming for. All right, so what are those three options? So the first option is the hands-on. Okay, so we have the hands-on. This is 100% manual. Can you see that? What do I mean? When I say manual, means you need to decide the trade settings. You need to decide the coin selection. All right, so you need to study the market. Which are the coins that you're going to select? And you need to decide the trade settings, okay, in terms of the margin calls and so on. So this is 100% manual. Can you see that? Now, people ask me, Dr. John, you said this is an automated. So why is it involved manual? Now, please understand, all right? The word automated doesn't mean it is a fully automated. Okay, even if you look into an automated washing machine, right? You have a washing machine at home, and that washing machine is automated, right? But do you still have to put in the clothes into the washing machine so that the washing machine can wash your clothes? Absolutely, right? Do you have to press the button to give an instruction to the washing machine what to do? Absolutely, right? Can you see that? So although things are called automated, still there is human interface, okay, or human touch required in order to give instruction to the bot to run. Can you see that? So not everyone who comes into quantitative have this kind of knowledge, and that's why they are confused. So most of them follow the defaulted setting and they burn themselves, okay? They burn themselves because all their fund is depleted just probably less than a day. Can you see that? So that is a huge mistake. That's a huge mistake. Okay, so another option is a hands-free. So when I say hands-free, this is 100% copy trade. Okay, copy trade means it is a scene strategy. So this is where you have JDWINNER scene strategy. So now, anyone that is new, right, beginners, it is always easy for them to straight away get them into the scene strategy so that they don't have to think about the parameter settings, the trade settings, the coin selections, and so on. Everything will be done by the scene strategy. All right, that's how it works. Now, another option is where this is where I'm going to, which I've created for the team, where you can actually have the hybrid. So the hybrid here is basically scene strategy plus manual replenishment. Okay, so I'm going to share with you now. If you can combine, okay, these three options, if you can combine especially the hybrid, you can generate a much better profit if you are doing a quantitative trading. All right, now at the end of it, no matter what option you choose, our ultimate goal is what? To make profit. That's all, okay, to make profit. So when we say profit, right, I always talk about 15 to 30% per month. That's all right? 15 to 30% per month. So if you can make 15 to 30% per month and you take a 30 days data, okay, not 1 day data, take a 30 days. So if you do an averaging for the daily, that will be around 0.5 to about 1%. Can you see that? So you take a 30 days data and divide by 30, all right? Then you will be able to see where are you. Now, when you look into your 30 days data and you see that, hey, I am not really doing well, what can I do next? Can you see that? So probably you're only using scene strategy 100%. So why don't try to do manual replenishment? Whenever the auto replenishment is already triggered, you can do manual replenishment. So if you combine the hybrid, probably your result the second month will be much better. Can you see that? So this is important. So you have to balance up this option so that you can then see a better result. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Okay, these are some of the insight that you don't find anywhere else. It's just because that I am in the martingale system for about 3 years plus, and I understand how martingale actually works. Okay, so this is a plus point for anyone who is going to be part of the JDWINNER SYNC strategy. So what is the 3 simple steps to get started? Okay, very simple. Okay, the first thing, everyone needs a spot trading account. All right, you need a spot trading account, so you need to open your Binance or Huobi. Okay, for some countries, Binance is probably banned, like Malaysia, it is banned. Okay, but we do not know what is the fate of it. It will only be known somewhere on the 16th, okay, of this month, whether it will be fully banned and so on. Okay, now, or you can open a Huobi account. So at this moment, there are 2 different exchanges that Royal Q offer, which is Binance and Huobi. If you want to know more about how to open Binance and Huobi, get into my YouTube channel. Okay, there are wealth of information there pertaining to how to open those accounts. Now, thereafter, once you have already have the Binance or Huobi account, or both, okay, because SYNC strategy, we provide both at this moment. For Binance, you can open up for 20 coins and Huobi is 20 coins, okay? 20 coins started today. So total at any single time, if you're doing SYNC strategy, there are total 40 coins, okay? And you can be trading at both of these exchanges at the same time in your one bot. Okay, so you do binding for both of these exchanges. Isn't that awesome? So now, once the spot trading account is created, next is your Royal Quantitative bot. So you need to install the Royal Quantitative bot. Okay, so the best thing is get into Royal Q website. There will be a link that you can actually click in order for you to install the bot, because there are too many fake apps outside there. So please be very careful. When the company gets successful, this is what happened. Okay, there will be many fake or imposters and so on trying to offer what Royal Q is starting to offer. Now, when come to Royal Q, there are 4 steps here. You sign up, okay, you deposit, and then you do an activation, and then you do the API binding. Okay, so this is where you do an API binding and the IP address group. Remember that, okay? And you do that binding with your spot trading account. All right. Now, once you have done this, the simplest thing for any beginners is to straight away connect them to the SYNC strategy. All right, so introduce them to JDWINNER SYNC strategy and let them enjoy the hands-free trading. All right, so show to them the SYNC strategy, share with them the video so that they can watch the video and understand how to perform the SYNC strategy step by step. So these are the 3 simple steps, okay, to get started. So now this is the Wealth Makers Alliance YouTube channel. All right, so do get into the YouTube channel. Make sure you keep subscribing, and it is truly an encouragement. Okay, I'll have to say thank you so much. So grateful to the team for the continuous support that you are doing. For subscribing to this channel, for giving an encouragement comments. This is just brilliant, because that gives me so much of inspiration to continuously, creating new contents, okay, that are adding value. Okay, that's the most important thing. So now let's quickly get into SYNC strategy, how to actually do the SYNC strategy. Now this is important. That's why every time we ask the people in the Telegram to watch the video, because this is where they can understand the step by step, okay, how to do the SYNC strategy. Okay, so let me go through with you the SYNC strategy so that you understand exactly how to do that. So now, before we proceed, please understand there is a disclaimer there. All right, please read those disclaimer, and even in the Royal Quantitative SYNC strategy page, there is a disclaimer over there. Please read. Okay, so if you don't agree with the disclaimer, kindly, okay, abstain from SYNC strategy. Probably you may want to do SYNC strategy with other circles and so on. Okay, so please understand the disclaimer. So now, how can we perform the SYNC strategy? The first thing you need to do, all right, get into your bot. So once your bot is already installed and so on, get into your bot and click on the circle at the bottom there. Once you have clicked the circles, next you go to the search button and search for JDWINNER. It will then bring you to the next page. Okay, in the next page, you will see there will be a yellow button there to search, right? Click the search, and then there will be JDWINNER, ID number 1146. So click on that JDWINNER. Okay, it will then bring you to the next page. All right, so this is where everyone will come, right? Everyone will come here. Okay, I have already disabled the chat room because of too many imposters are posting links and so on. So I don't want our team to be vulnerable to all these imposters and scammers. So I've already disabled. So we are no longer chatting in the circle. Okay, all the chat will be in the Telegram group, because in the Telegram we got 24-hour surveillance. So we have removed so many scammers, okay, in our Telegram group, and we will be continuously doing that in order to protect our community. So now, once you get into this page, right, you will see there is a greetings, okay, and welcome over there. And I've mentioned that they have to click on the Telegram link, okay, or search for JDWINNER Scene Strategy in the Telegram and get into the Telegram first so that they can get all the instructions and they can watch all the videos and so on. Okay, now once they have already get all those instructions and understand, then they can get back into the circle once again, and what they need to do is to basically click on the strategy for JDWINNER, and you will see the percentage there. This is the percentage for the past 2.5 months. Okay, I think 2.5 months, 2,320%, okay, of the profit. And now the percentage is getting much greater because we are running Huobi at the same time. All right, so now click on the percentage here. Okay, click on the percentage. It will bring you to the next page. So in the next page, you can see over here we have Binance and Huobi. Can you see that? So you can actually scene strategy both of these exchange at the same time. All right, so just make sure you are careful which one you are using. If you are using Binance, make sure you select Binance. So then at the bottom, you will see a blue button there, right? Scene strategy. Tap on the scene strategy. All right, so once you have done that, this is the most important page, okay, that you need to understand what to do. That's all. All right, so you don't have to decide what are the coins. You don't need to decide the trade setting. No. You only have to decide two things here, two parameters that you need to define. The first parameter is the first buy amount or the first order amount. So the first order amount here, right, basically based on your trading fund. And we already created the coin selection matrix, which I will share with you very shortly. Based on the coin selection matrix, you know your trading fund and what will be the first order amount that you can select. Can you see that? So that is very important. And then you got a number of strategy. This is basically number of coins. How many pieces of coin? So up to you. Okay, so you can decide based on the coin selection matrix. So I will go through with you the coin selection matrix and help you to understand how to decide from the coin selection matrix. So now, and then you will see the profit sharing. Now this profit sharing is an introductory, okay, because we started on the 16th of July. By this month, it will be 1 month, and then we will then revise this percentage. Currently, it's only 1%, okay, 1% of your profit. So whatever profit that you are making, 1% will be shared with JDWINNER. Now, the other thing, okay, important, please do not enable synchronized double. Can you see that? That's why I ask people to watch the video. Why? We already mentioned in the video. All right, but then there's still people asking questions in the group. Why? Because they didn't watch the video. All right, so let me repeat once again. Do not enable synchronized double. If you enable, you messed up your wallet management. Okay, so please don't enable that. I already mentioned that clearly. All right, please understand that. So now, once you have already, okay, determined the first order amount and the number of strategy, next you need to click on the scene strategy. That's all. All right, so once you click on the scene strategy, your your position will be automatically open and executed. Okay, now let me go through this in a practical manner. Okay, let's get to the bot. All right, let me get to the bot. All right. So this is the bot. Now you can see over here, okay? You can see over here, there is no trade at all in this account, right? This is just one of my account, okay? One of my account that is under my main account. So you know that you can actually create multiple account under your main account, okay? So if you have 2 or 3 devices, you can actually register your device under your main account, okay? So allow all the device in your home to make money for you. Why do you let those devices to stay idle, right? It's better they make money for you because you can now do the scene strategy and let those devices actually make money for you. Isn't that brilliant? All right. So now look at what I'm going to do here. Okay, how to do the scene strategy? We click circle at the bottom, and then we search for JDWINNER. I've already have that. I'm going to select JDWINNER. And thereafter, we click in and we get into the scene strategy page. Now over here, you will see the percentage. Click the percentage. And once you click the percentage, okay, it will then bring you, so you can select Binance or Huobi. Depend on your API binding. If you bind for both, you can use both. That's the beauty of it. So that's the reason why, okay, I always tell the team, right, be wise, okay, you can split your trading fund into both of these exchanges. All right, both of these exchanges. This is what we call risk diversification. And also, right, you are fighting two battles at the same time. Imagine that. So you are going to make much greater profit. All right, so take advantage of both of the exchanges. Okay, so now if I select Binance, then make sure you click the scene strategy at the bottom. Okay, so once you click the scene strategy, right, you will see here first buy amount. Okay, it is defaulted 10. You can actually change this. Okay, you can change this. Okay, now later I'm going to show you the coin selection matrix, but now I'm just going to show you how to do the scene strategy. So let me just put probably 10. Okay, 10, which is basically everyone starts with if you have a smaller capital. And I'm going to put probably 3 coins. Okay, 3 coins over here. All right, so now before you do this, as I mentioned to you, you need to understand your trading fund. All right, and you need to have the coin selection matrix in order to make the decision. Okay, we will go through that very, very shortly. Now, do not, can you see that? Do not enable synchronized open double. All right, do not do that. So once you have determined the first order amount and the number of coins, now you can read the synchronization notice, right? This is the disclaimer notice. Please make sure you read this notice, and thereafter you can tap on the scene strategy. So look at what happens here. I tap on the scene strategy and I confirm. Now, upon confirmation, okay, upon confirmation, let's just wait for this to confirm because the system is still been upgrading, right? So there can be some kind of, disruption here, but let's see whether this works. My network is fine. Okay, let me just get to the home. Okay, get to the home and check if this, okay, it's not open yet. Okay, let's just check once again. Okay, most probably the system is still down, so we are not able to do the scene strategy. All right, let's go. Let's try again. Okay, now it is done. Okay, so let's get into the home. Now you can see over here, right, at the home, there will be 3 coins. Can you see that? So it is automatically immediately open up. Okay, immediately open up. So currently it is green, so it will execute very, very shortly. But also because the system is been upgraded, right? So probably, right, it may take some time for this to actually to activate. Okay, so we will leave it here, right? Because the whole idea is to show you the step-by-step process. So I hope you understand how to do that. Okay, how to do the scene strategy. Now, once you have actually done the scene strategy, you will see, okay, for each of these coin, okay, you have the scene strategy there. All right, that simply means all these coins are currently under JD scene strategy. All right, now if you look at this, right, you got the orange color coin and the black color, right, and the dark color. Can you see that? Now, please understand, okay, some people don't have the orange coin. Why? Because they didn't activate the professional edition. All right, so make sure you activate the professional edition. All right, so then you will be able to see all the voted coin. These are all the voted coin. Okay, please don't underestimate this voted coin. Some of these coins are really delivering good profit compared to the darker or the black color coins. Okay, so please understand that. So please do make sure you activate, okay, enable the professional edition. It's very simple. Just click and then answer the 3 tests. Any question, doesn't matter, even if it is wrong, it will then show you the correct answer. You just select the correct answer and you are through. Okay, a very simple process. So that is just to show you the step-by-step how to do the scene strategy. Let's get back to our slide. Okay, so that's the whole process of it. So I hope you understand, okay, how to get it done and some of these important factor that you need to take a note of it. Okay, now let me just quickly get into the wallet management strategy and explain to you, because this is the heartbeat of JDWINNER scene strategy. All right. And this is what makes JD Winner Sin strategy so successful when you have a proper strategy. Now, please understand, okay, my style of trading is different because I am not trading from the technical perspective. I am basically trading from a tactical and fundamental perspective. That's all. Now, when I say tactical means you need to have a strategy. So I look at the trading as though it is a war zone. It is a war between the red army and the green army. And I want the green army to win because red means it's going down. Can you see that? So I look at this as a war. All right. So now that is the reason why if I'm going to go to war, I need to have the right strategy. And that right strategy is all about your bullet. Can you see that? Your bullet, your ammunition. So you must have enough bullet. Okay. Capital is king. Please understand that. So if you don't have capital, if you deplete all your bullet, when the market is going down, you have to surrender to the enemy. But on the other hand, if you have a proper wallet management in place, all right, as we're going to share with you the 2080 rule, you can then go in and ambush the enemy when the enemies are weakening. Can you see that? What do I mean by weakening? Weakening means when the enemy has already depleted all the bullet and the market is down, you can go in there to do manual replenishment and you can then walk out. Can you see that? You can then walk out of that war victoriously. Can you see that? So this is so tactical. That's the reason why you need to understand the wallet management and how it works. Okay. Now in this example, right, we're going to use $1,000. So let's say you have $1,000 as in your spot wallet. Okay. So this is your trading fund. So now with this trading fund of $1,000, you can then divide into 80-20%. So this is an 80-20 rule. Now that 80%, right, will be $800 will be allocated into the hands-free. So this is where you will be doing the sin strategy with JD Winner, and there will be an auto replenishment. There are 3 max, okay, margin calls that already embedded into the sin strategy. So that simply means your $800 or 80% will take care of all these auto replenishment, all these 3 auto replenishment. So you don't need to worry. Can you see that? You can leave the trade as it is, and if the market is declining, it will then take care of all those auto replenishment. Okay, so what you need to decide, only 2 things, right? As I mentioned to you earlier, you only need to decide the first order amount and the number of strategies of coin. Now, don't worry, okay? I'm going to open up for the question and answer session later on, so don't worry about raising your hand. We will let you know very, very soon. I just want you to listen and understand how this whole strategy actually works, right? So now what happens, okay? What happens if all the 3 margin call is triggered? What happened? Okay, so let's say the market is so aggressive and all the 3 margin call is triggered. Now you have the 20%, the $200 that you can now use as a contingency fund when the market is severe correction. Okay, so let's say all the 3 calls are already hit and the market is going down -10, -20%. The lower the percentage, the better it is for you to go in and ambush the enemy. All right, I'm going to show to you the manual replenishment very shortly. Hopefully the trade will take on, okay? Or else we can't do that manual replenishment. Or you can refer to the video that I've already put up in the Telegram group yesterday on the manual replenishment. So now, this is powerful. Can you see that? So when all the 3 margin calls is already triggered, you still have 20% bullet. All right, so you can go into the enemy's camp, you can ambush the enemy with this 20% bullet, and you can then come out of that trade. So this is what we call a manual replenishment or manual buy. Can you see that? So all that you need to do is all that you need to learn is just 2 things. One is the sin strategy, how to do the sin strategy, and the next is for you to learn how to do the manual replenishment. That's all. Can you see that? So that's the beauty of JD Winner Sin strategy, and everyone can learn this. Now, some people will say, okay, if I don't want to do that 20%, okay, can I just wait for the market to rebound? Yes, you can just wait. So the choice is up to you. But if you don't use that 20%, it is wasted, right? Your bullet is wasted, because if you use that 20%, you can actually generate much greater profit because your position amount will increase. Can you see that? So that's the whole idea of it. And that's the reason why you have a proper 2080 rule in place to actually tackle the whole market. And this is where the tactical strategy actually comes in. So now, if you look into the practical of it, okay, you can check the margin configuration. Now, you don't have to do anything, all right? Don't touch the margin configuration. Everything will be done by JDWINNER, all right? So you don't have to do anything. But I want to explain to you how the 3 margin calls happen and how much you need per coin. Okay, 1 coin, okay, 1 coin, how much actually you need, okay, if you want to do scene strategy. Now, here you can see we have a margin. We have a margin configuration, and that is 3 margin calls here. Okay, the first margin call is 3.5%. What does that mean? Now, when the market comes down 3.5% from your average price, it will then trigger the first call. All right. Now, at the first call, you can see it's multiplied by 1. What does that mean? So your first order amount is $10. So when you hit the first call, it will then, okay, multiply by 1. So 1 means 1 times 10. So 1 times 10, that will be $10. All right. Now you have an earlier first order, which is $10. So what will be the total position order now? $20. Can you see that? So at first call, now you will have a total cumulative position, which is $20. Now just imagine if at first call, the market actually rebound. All right, the market rebound and hit the profit taking, we will be able to earn the profit at $20, not at $10. Can you see that? So although the market declining, but at that point when the market actually recovers, you will be earning more profit. That's the beauty of this martingale strategy. Now, in the event the market further go down, so if the market further goes down by another 4.5% from the new average price, and hit the second call, it will now multiply by 3. So 3 times 10 is how much? $30. So 30 plus my earlier $20. So now my total cumulative position is $50. So now just imagine if the market rebound, okay, rebound at the second call and hit the profit taking, it will then close in profit at $50 times the 1%, okay, average 1% profit, let's say. So at 1% now, you're making profit at $50 instead of $20 or $10. Can you see that? So your profit that you are generating when the market is declining and when it recovers is much greater than your profit when it is at the first position of $10. So now, if it's at $10, right? If it's at $10, you need to have how many cycles? 5 cycles to make the same profit as the $50. Can you see that? So that's the beauty of it, right? So to make 5 cycles, the market always have to go up, and it may not be possible. But to make 1 time at $50, you just have to wait for the market to rebound. See, isn't that awesome? Now, in the event the market still further goes down, and it goes down by 4%, it will hit the third call. So the third call here is multiplied by 6. Okay, so 6 times 10, that will be $60. 60 plus my earlier position, $50, and now it will be a total cumulative position of $110. Can you see that? So now some of you may be asking, how did you get the 110? This is how we get the 110. So the maximum fund per coin is $110. So if you want to be part of JDWINNER scene strategy, and if you want to use the 80-20 wallet management rule, then you need $110 per coin. All right, now you will be able to see, all right, if you use the defaulted setting, all right, of the company's defaulted setting, do you know how much you need per coin? $2,550. That is the reason why so many of them get depleted. Their account get wrecked because they follow the defaulted setting because they don't understand what they are doing. So at JDWINNER, you are only going to allocate $110 per coin, not $2,550. So you select, okay, you want to go for defaulted setting or you want to follow the scene strategy. It's up to you. Now, if 1 coin is 110, and if you have $800 for your 80%, right? 80% rule, right? If you have $800, how many coins can you actually open? So you can actually open 7 coins. Okay, it's about 7.27. So you can open 7 coins. Can you see that? So at $1,000, you can actually run 7 coins. Can you see that? So now, if you run 7 coins, you have a more greater potential of seeing a profit compared to 1 coin. That is the reason why, okay, if you come in with $110, just open one coin, the probability of you making profit, okay, will be lesser compared to $1,000. So that is the reason why $1,000 is always the most recommended, because the higher your first order, the higher your number of coins, the better it is. All right. So now, if you do 7 coins, okay, so you already use up the 80%, right? So you leave it to the bot to run, and there will be 3 auto replenishment that is already taken care for you. Now, if the market hit the third call and it comes down further, do you need to worry? You don't have to worry. Because why? You have the bullet ready. You have the 20% bullet ready for the contingency fund, and this is where you go in and ambush the enemy. You can then do manual replenishment with that 20%. So if you look at this 20%, that is $200, right? So now, if you have $200, can you do manual replenishment for all the 7 coins? No, you can't. So you must tackle 1 coin at a time, okay? 1 or 2 coins at a time, because you only have $200 in your hand. Can you see that? So this is where, right, you need to watch the manual replenishment simplified video that I've done yesterday. Watch that video so that you understand how are you going to decide which coin are you going to do manual replenishment. Now, for Sin strategy, manual replenishment is only after you hit the 3 calls. All right. So before that, you don't need to worry. Just leave it to the bot. The bot will take care of it. Okay. So this is a brilliant, okay, a brilliant, powerful, okay, strategy, a tactical strategy that has been put in place. All right. So that you can then sustain the market, but at the same time, your turnaround, okay, your profit turnaround time will be much faster, so that you can then actually generate much greater profit. All right, now, if you look, all right, now, let me just quickly check on the bot, and let me just see if the bot is running. I think it is already running. Can you see that? All right, so it is running now, okay? The bot is running, and I'm going to show to you quickly how to do the manual replenishment. Are you ready? All right, how to do the manual replenishment. Now, if you look, all right, if you look, first thing first, okay, when you do manual replenishment, so in this situation, right, please understand it had not hit any margin call. How do you know? All right, how do you know that? If you just click on any of them, like let me click comp. Now, can you see at the top here, number of calls, number of margin call is 0. So it has not hit any margin call. So principally, do I really need to do manual replenishment? No. All right, no, I don't have to do. So when should I do manual replenishment? Once you see 3 here. All right, once you see 3. So 3 means 3 margin calls already hit. All right, that's how you look at it. Now, if you hit 3 margin call, what will be your position amount? Will be much greater. It is no longer $10, right? Your position amount here will be how much? 110. Can you see that? Will be 110. So just imagine that at 110, if you close this trade at 1% profit, all right, what will be your profit taking like? All right, it's 10 times than $10, right? It's 10 times. Okay, that is it. Now, I'm going to use this example. Okay, so currently we are minus 72%. All right, minus 0.72%. All right, so I'm just going to show to you quickly how to do the manual replenishment. Right, so now based on this, right, there are a few criteria. Okay, if you're running, let's say for example, like these 3 coins or more than 1 coins, right, always look into 2 things. One is the percentage. All right, the percentage. Now look for the worst percentage. All right, that's the first thing. And second thing, look for the lowest position amount, because you don't want to waste your bullet. All right, that is your criteria. So look for the worst percentage in terms of the minus. The worse it is, the better it is. All right, and then look for the lowest position amount. All right, so in this example, right, all the 3 have the same position, which is $10, right? So you can choose any one of them. So all the position is $10, but when I look into the percentage, the worst is COM, right? COM is minus 68%, all right? Minus 0.68%. So I'm going to select COM. Now, when I select COM, right, what am I going to do next? I'm going to do manual buy, all right? This is what we call replenishment. So here you see manual buy, click the manual buy, all right? Now, when you click this, right, you'll be able to see the position amount. Can you see it's $10? Why do you see the 29? That is basically the taker fee, okay? The marker and the taker fee that Binance charge. And then there is a spillage cost, okay, involved, okay, because in trading, these are all the residual. That's why sometimes you will see in Binance, right, after you close the trade, there are small amounts still left behind. And Binance will encourage you to convert that to Binance, okay, all those smaller amounts, all right? So that is basically what we call dusk, okay, dusk, all right? So now the average price is 450, all right? The position quantity is 0.02188. Now look at the percentage. The percentage is minus 0.68. And what is the estimated price? Same, right? Same. Now just watch what happened. Now the trigger price here, okay, buy at market trigger price. I'm not going to do that. My style is always market price. All right, can you see that? You can select here. So I will select market price because I want to buy at the current market price. But you can also decide when you want this to trigger. All right, so it's up to you. But then you need to look at the analysis of it. So we are not going to do that because once you hit the 3 calls, right, you do not need analysis because the market is already at the bottom. All right, so you can go in and do the manual replenishment. So I'm going to select market price. Can you see that? So make sure when you select, it is yellow. If you don't select, it won't be yellow. All right, so once you select, it will be yellow. Okay, so then, okay, amount of margin call here. Now, this is the rule. All right, this is the rule. You can follow my rule or you can do whatever you want to do. All right, preference is up to you. But this is the rule of martingale strategy, how it works. Now, what is the current position amount? 10.29, right? Now, the rule is very simple. You follow the current amount. So I'm going to put $10. That is the current amount, $10. Now, watch what happens here. My percentage is 0.57. And when I put $10, my estimate percentage, okay, will improve by 50%. And currently is how much? 0.31%. Can you see that? So now, when you do manual replenishment, you will improve the loss. Okay, you will improve that by 50%. So your percentage now will start to improve. What does that mean? Your average price will come closer to the current market price. Now look at the average price here. The average price is now 469. What is the current price? 467. Can you see that? What is the older average price? 470. So now your average price is coming closer to the current market price. This is what we call ambush. You are going nearer to the enemy and you're going to kill the enemy. Can you see that? That is how it works. This is the exciting part of it about martingale strategy, okay, about using this strategy or tactical strategy to go and ambush the enemies. All right. So if you already put the same amount, okay, even if you change that, right? If you put $20, what happened? You see that it become much better, right? It become, but the thing is that you can't be putting too much bullet and waste on one coin. Don't do that. All right, don't do that. Okay, don't waste your bullet only in one coin. You can still hold that bullet and use because there is no guarantee that after you do this, the market will not go down further. The market can still go down further. Okay, so don't take the risk. Okay, so my style is very simple. I put the same amount, which is $10. All right, so now let's just do this once again. Let me look into another one. Okay, another one. All right, let's take okay, com is still okay, but it is already been improving here, right? Can you see that? Improving here, right? So we don't want to waste the bullet there, right? All right, it has already been improving here, so we don't want to do that. The rest of it are still the same because market is quite positive at this moment. Okay, so you can see that everything is turning blue now. Right? So now I hope you understand. Okay, let me just go through that once again. Click buy. Okay, click buy, and then what you need to do, click the market price, and then you put in the amount of margin call. So the amount here must be the same as the position amount, the current position amount. So the current position is $10. All right. So we put $10 there. So once you have already put that amount, okay, you will see the estimated what will be the next percentage if you execute this manual replenishment. So what you need to do, you need to click confirm. All right. Click confirm. And it will then take effective. I don't have to do that because not worth to do that at this moment. Okay. All right. So now remember, okay, the worse the percentage, the better it is. Look for the worst percentage. -10, -20, -50. the better it is. Wow, that is awesome, right? Because even if it is minus 50, you do the same amount, right? It will increase by 50%. Can you see that? Even if it is minus 10, it increased by 50%. So which is better, minus 50 or minus 10? Minus 50 is better, right? So that's just to give you some quick explanation on the manual replenishment. When do you do this? Only after you hit the 3 calls. Okay, don't often do it and waste your bullet. Only when you hit 3 calls, then you go in and ambush the enemy. Right now, let's get into the presentation. All right, just give me a few minutes. We will be done, and then we open up for the question and answer session. So now, if you look into the parameter setting, okay, which you shouldn't touch, okay, if you are doing scene strategy, don't touch or meddle with this parameter, please. Okay, now let me just quickly explain to you. The margin call is 3. All right, the position. This is the take profit. Sorry, this is the take profit ratio. The take profit ratio, I have put it. So I have actually designed it at 1.3%. And the profit callback is 0.1. Now, you must ask why. Okay, that's the most important. Most people use the defaulted setting. They don't know what is it all about. Okay, so now let me explain to you why 1.3 and 0.1. Now, 1.3, if you minus with 0.1, the difference is 1.2%. All right, now you will not get 1.2% because there is a marker fee and a taker fee that will be charged by Binance and Huobi. Please understand that. All right, so Binance will be 0.1% marker and taker fee. Huobi will charge you 0.2% marker and taker fee. So if you minus, right, the marker and taker fee, roughly, right, at an average, I will be earning about 1%. So every time the position close, okay, for that coin, it will be around 1%. So my target is every position is 1%. Can you see that? So that is the reason why I set at 1.3, 0.1. Please understand that. And then we have the buy callback. I will explain to you because buy callback is only for declining market, not for uptrending market. All right, please understand. So now, if you look into the margin call, okay, the margin call, and if you click the margin configuration, you will then see the detail, right? As I mentioned to you earlier. So you have the first call, the second call, the third call. Now, please understand. All right, the margin call drop, I will be adjusting it according to the market condition and the martingale strategy. So you don't need to worry. Sometimes you may see that I have changed the setting because I am studying the market. Because when the market is declining or when the market is volatile, the setting has to be different. All right, so I will be doing it from my understanding of how the martingale strategy actually works. Now, then you have the multiple buy-in ratio, 136. Now, 136 is mostly fixed. I can't be changing this. I can only change to basically bring down the total amount for one coin. So why is 136? Because the maximum is 110 per coin. That's all. So for these 3 calls, the maximum will be used for one coin is 110. So I will not change this because if I change this, your wallet management will get messed up. All right. So please understand that. So total here is how much? 136, that is 10, right? 10 plus the first order, 11, right? 11 times 10 is 110. Can you see that? So I have to maintain the 10 here. 631 is 10. I have to maintain that. Okay, but the strategy is being put in place so that it will then be able, okay, to sustain the declining market. Okay, so that is how it works. So you don't have to worry about all these settings. Okay, all this setting is done by JDWINNER. So you just enjoy scene strategy and enjoy the earnings. Okay, I hope that gives you a peace of mind. Right, but I want you to understand the mechanism behind it. How does these things work, so that you now have more understanding about this whole thing that you are getting involved. All right, so in saying that, let's look into the martingale strategy. How does the martingale actually work? And I'm going to use an example of Matic here, Matic pair, okay, Matic USDT. And I'm going to use the first order amount 10, and you see the average price is 1.79, okay? Now, let's say, okay, at $10, when the market actually execute at $10, what happened? At $10, if the market goes up, at 1.3% and call back profit 0.1, it will then sell at an average of 1%. Now, when I say average, please understand, it may not be exactly 1%. Sometimes 0.9, 1.2, 1.5, 0.7, 0.8, but on average, okay, it's 1%. So it will sell at 1%, right? 1% of $10, all right? So you will then make 1% profit, okay, when you hit the 1.3. Now, in some instances where the market momentum is really strong, what happened? It can even go up to 5% or 10%. So the bot is so intelligent, it will follow through, okay, but depend on the momentum, because the algorithm only will see the momentum and then decide. So if there's no momentum, then the bot will take the profit at about 1.3 or probably at about 3 or 4%. All right. So now, let's say, for example, if the market goes all the way to 5%, and then call back at 0.1, now you can see that it will sell automatically. All right. It will sell at 4.9% profit. How do you get this? 5 minus 0.1. So that will be about 4.9% profit at $10. All right. Now, in the event, okay, that's the second scenario. Now, the third scenario, in the event, if the market, okay, instead of going up, okay, it called back 0.1, 0.5%, and then the market actually comes down by 3.5% from the average price. Can you see that? So from 1.79, now it is 1.72. So once you hit that, it will then open up the first call. So what is the first call? Multiply by 1. So 1 times 10, that will be $10, right? And earlier I have a $10. So now my total position amount will be floating is how much? $20. Can you see that? So $20 cumulative amount will be floating. Now, what does floating means? Unrealized loss. So don't worry about it. All right. It doesn't matter what color it is. Even if it is red, you don't need to worry about it. It's just unrealized. It is not real loss. All right. Now, watch what happened. At this point, if the market go above the new average price, okay, so now whenever the market comes down, it will no longer take the older average price. There will be a new average price. All right. So now if the market go above 1.3% of that new average price and call back profit 0.1, it will sell at and take a 1% profit of $20, not $10. Can you see that? So now can you just imagine? You have made a 1% profit of $20. That is double of your $10, right? So that is the beauty, right? So although the market is going down, you are still going to generate profit when the market closes in profit. Now, instead of going up, okay, instead of recovering, the market actually dropped further. And if the market drops further by 4.5%, it will hit the second call. Now, at the second call, the multiply will be 3, right? So 3 times 10 will be $30. 30 plus 20, that will be $50 now. Okay, floating. Can you see that? So $50 floating. Now, in the event, if the market actually rebounds, okay, rebounds and hit 1.3% from the new average price and call back profit by 0.1, it will now take a 1% profit. Can you see that? 1% profit from the total cumulative $50. Now, can you see that? Now you are earning 5 times greater than your $10 earlier, right? So that's the beauty. Can you see that? Now, that is the reason why you don't need to worry when the market is declining. Because when the market is declining, that is the opportunity for you to double up or even triple or even make 10 times, okay, than what you used to make if you are only going to trade with $10. Can you see that? Now, in the event, market further comes down, all right, and he hit the third call. So when he hit the third call, there will be 6 times, right, multiplied by 6. So 6 times 10, that will be $60 plus the earlier 50. So your total position floating now is 110. Now that is the max for one coin. 110 is the max. Now at this point, if the market actually rebound above the new average price and hit 1.3% profit and call back 0.1, it will now sell at 1% average at how much? $110. That is a 10 times profit. All right, 10 times increment instead of just $10, right? Can you see that? So that's the brilliance of it. Now, watch what happened. If the market Like what happened recently to SLP, right? SLP start to actually explode, right? Explode. So just imagine if it explode and go all the way up, okay, by 10%. Now you're going to make 10%, okay, minus 0.1 profit taking, and that will be 9.9% at $110. Okay, sorry, it's not 120, it's $110. Wow. Can you imagine? Now, instead of making $1, you are making $10. All right, because the momentum of the market. So this is what happened recently to SLP, right? Everybody thought SLP is dead, but SLP began to woke up, right? Woke up and start to explode all the way up, and people just were making profit, okay? So never underestimate a declining market and thinking that, oh my God, I'm going to lose everything. No, that is your greatest opportunity for you to actually generate more profit. Just imagine that, right? So now, are you at loss? You are not going to lose your fund. What is the actual loss here? Your actual loss here is just the waiting time, all right? So that's why when the market declining, just be patient. Don't worry about seeing the rate and then people complaining, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, I'm not making profit. This system is really not good and so on. Don't ever say that because you don't know what is going to happen, right? So now if you look here, right, how many calls is this? 3 calls, right? So all these 3 calls has already been designed into JDWINNER hands-free. So 80% of your fund will actually take care of these 3 calls. Can you see that? Will take care. Now, what happens if the market further goes down? Now, if the market further goes down, okay, this is where you have the 20% contingency fund, okay, to do the manual replenishment as I taught you earlier. Can you see that? So now some people may say, I don't want to do manual replenishment. All right, if I don't want to do manual replenishment, can I just leave it? Yes, you can leave it. All right, you can leave it if you don't want to do. So what happened? If you leave it, you just have to wait. So the waiting time can be a little bit longer. All right, that's all. That's the reason why if you look into the small capital in the coin selection matrix, right? 110, 220, 310, there is no contingency fund. Why? Because the capital is small. You cannot put so many coins. That's why I don't put the contingency fund. Contingency fund only starts from $500 and above. All right. So those who have $1,000, $2,000, you can go and learn how to do the manual replenishment. All right. So wait until the market bottom, real bottom, man, minus 10, minus 20, minus 15. Then only. Okay. So you only do manual replenishment after the 3 margin call is triggered. All right. Please understand that. So now this is the coin selection matrix. Okay. So let me explain to you how these things works. Okay. Now, if you look into the coin selection matrix, this is where you decide the first order amount and the number of coins. Can you see that? This is the number of coins. So the first thing that you need to do, all right, the first thing that you need to do is to determine the trading fund allocation. So what is your trading fund? So you already know, right? Now, for 1 coin, how much fund should you have? $110. So if you have $110, what is the first order? The first order is $10. So how many coin? Only 1 coin. Can you see that? So it's very simple. So you use this matrix to determine. Now, if you have $330, okay, your trading fund, now how many coin can you select? So you have the options, right? If you go for $10, you can select 3 coins. But if you go for $30, you can only select 1 coin. Can you see that? So now you will see that, hey, there is a 1.5. There is no such thing as 1.5, right? So you choose the closer decimal. So 1.5 means 2 coin. All right, that's basically the idea is. All right. So now, if let's say, all right, you have $1,000. So if you have $1,000, if you go for the first order amount at $10, how many coins can you select? 7 coins. Can you see that? Now, if you want to go for $20, now you can only select how many coins? 3.6, closer decimal to 4, right? So you can select 4. Now, the rule here is very simple. The higher the first order, the higher the number of coins. You need to balance it. Can you understand? Let me repeat that once again. The higher the first order, the higher the number of coins. You will generate much greater profit. So you need to balance between these two. all right, and depend on your trading fund. So the higher your trading fund, all right, the greater you can actually generate, because capital is king. Now, why do you see blue and yellow? Because as I mentioned to you, right, 110, 220, 310 is low capital. So there is no 20% contingency fund. You are using 100% to take care of the 3 margin call. Now, those who have 500 and above, you will then have the contingency fund, because you have more fund to do that. All right. Now, if you look over here, right, why do you see that it's only maximum up to 20? All right, maximum up to 20 coins. Why? Because for JD Winner, all right, please understand the SYN strategy for Binance, maximum is 20 coin, and Huobi maximum is 20 coin at any single time. All right, that's the reason why you cannot go above the 20 if you are doing SYN strategy. All right, so the maximum is 20, and I tell you 20 is good enough. All right, you don't want to be managing more and more coin. Remember, in Binance, the maximum is only 70 coin. All right, for Huobi, maximum is, I think, 65 coins. Okay, that's all. All right, so 20 coins for each is very good. Now, if you want to do more, you can do your own trades. Okay, you can do your own manual trades while you're doing the SYN strategy. Okay, so it's up to you. So if you do manual trade and your coin is similar as the SYN strategy will bypass that coin and select other coins. Okay, so please understand that. So this is a brilliant coin selection matrix, okay, that we always put up in the Telegram group, so you can use that. Okay, it's in PDF file, so you can use that to determine the number of your trade. Based on your trading fund, you can determine the first order amount and also the selection of the number of coins. Okay, so I hope that's really helpful. Okay, these are the unique system that we have in JD Winner that is helping so many people to make a wise decision. Okay, this is important. System is so important. So if you have a proper system, you have a proper strategy, all right, you can really do well, okay, when you are actually trading. All right, now let's quickly understand these 3 things. Okay, this is the most important 3 things that most people are confused. Okay, pertaining to the trading profit, the fuel fee, and the SYN strategy profit sharing. Okay, so let me share with you very quickly here. Now, first thing, right, you will be able to see under the revenue details. Okay, now where do you find the revenue details? Let's get back to the board. All right, so we have already closed. Okay, com already closed. So if you get back to the board, right, you will see the revenue detail here, right? You can click on the revenue detail there. Oh, I think it is not. Okay, I think it is not, because the wallet is currently under what to say, maintenance. Okay, so revenue details is here. Okay, you click on that. So let me get back to the slide here. So you will then see this. Okay, you will see this now over here, right? You will see the profit amount and the fuel fee. Now let me just demystify to you what is this all about. So in this example, the profit is $1, right? $1.20 something, right? Now this profit, 100% of this profit will actually return into your spot wallet. Please understand that. All right. So now the Royal Q doesn't keep any of your profit in your bot. No. Your profit is immediately returns, okay, credited into your spot wallet through the API binding. Please understand that. And Royal Q cannot even touch your fund. All right. So your trading fund is 100% in your spot wallet. That's the reason why even currently, if the system is down or they are doing maintenance and so on, I don't really worry, because my fund is not in the bot. My fund is actually in my spot wallet. That's all. All right. Now, please understand, okay, this 100% return, you need to still consider 2 things: the marker fee and the taker fee. So for Binance, the marker fee and taker fee is about 0.2%. All right. Maker is 0.1, taker is 0.1. So if you make 100%, all right, 0.2% will be allocated. Okay. So Binance will actually deduct that. So please understand. All right. Deduct that. This is how Binance or the exchanges makes money from the API collaboration. Okay. Please understand that. So if you minus 0.2, you will still able to make how much? 99.8%, right? It is still very high. Am I right? So don't feel bad about it. Okay. Now, if you only have $110, right, and you make profit, let's say 0.01 cent, definitely definitely you won't really see your revenue, okay, because it is too small. Now, okay, that's why I told you you need to have at least $1,000 or more and run more coins for you to be able to see a better revenue, right? Now, for Huobi, that will be about 0.4. Can you see that? Huobi, the marker fee and the taker fee are a little bit higher, all right? But nevertheless, all right, if you minus that 100% profit, you will still have 99.6, okay? I think it is still very good, right? So that is how, okay? Please understand, okay? In terms of these aspects of the costing, all right? These are basically the cost-benefit analysis that you can do yourself once you get this information. Now, what happened here is that you got the fuel fee, right? So where does the board, okay, where does Royal Quantitative deduct your 20%? Now, the 20% will be deducted from the fuel fee. So this is Royal Quantitative fuel revenue. So that's how they make the revenue. So the revenue comes from the fuel fee. So now, they cannot deduct from your spot wallet. So where do they deduct? They deduct from your asset wallet. That's where they ask you to keep the $20, right? Or $30 as a fuel fee. So every time the trade is closed, although 100% of your profit goes to your spot wallet, but the 20% will be deducted from your fuel fee. Understand that? So if you look into it, right, it is basically an 80-20 profit sharing between you and Royal Q. Now, what happened to this 20%? The 20% will be divided into two, all right? 80% will go into RQ operation, and another 20% RQ will distribute. Okay, that 20% will be distributed as a profit distribution for the team rewards, which is 20 to 60%. So if you have a team that is trading under you, right, you are going to earn from all those trading that they are doing. This is what we call a profit distribution. And then they also have a peer rewards, which is 5%. Okay, now I'm not going to talk about the business model here, but I want you to understand that Royal Q actually sharing their profit. From that 20%, they share 20 to 60% for the profit distribution, okay? And 80% goes to their operation. Now, where does the Sin strategy profit sharing will be taken? That will be taken from your fuel fee too, all right? Fuel fee. So at this moment, you are paying about 1%, okay? 1% for the profit sharing with Sin strategy. So now, if you look, right, what is your total cost? Your total cost, okay, that will be taken from your fuel fee is about 20% goes to Royal Q, 1% goes to Sin strategy. So that is about 21%. So what is your balance? It's about 79%. Isn't that good? All right, because I know in copy trading, right, if you do a Forex copy tradings and so on, it will be about 70-30 or 60-40. All right, okay, normally most copy trading is 70-30. But over here, it is 79-21, okay? So I think that is still brilliant. Even if you can make 75% profit, I think it is still brilliant, right? All right? So this is the total understanding, okay? How the trading profit, the fuel fee, and the Sin strategy profit sharing actually works, okay? So I hope that it gives you a lot of, insight now, okay, how this thing actually works, and so you can now have a better cost benefit analysis so that you know exactly what is happening with your fund. All right, now quickly, all right, why do you choose JDWINNER Sin strategy? And then I'm going to open up this session for Q&A, all right? So just stay true. Now, the reason why, okay, the first thing first is this, okay, that when you look into the Sin strategy, or when you want to decide to trade here, you must always look into your startup cost. All right. Now, if you use the defaulted setting, all right, you are dead. You are dead. Why? Why did I say that? Because you see, all right, first thing, the margin call is 7. Second, the position ratio is always 1.3, 0.3. You will never be able to get 1% consistent average profit. You will never be able to. Now, so many people use defaulted setting, but they don't really understand what is this all about. That's why they are not maximizing their profit, and that is a real waste. Somebody say, some YouTubers say that this is the setting and they follow, but they don't know what is it. And even the YouTuber don't really explain what is that all about. Can you see that? Now, that is the wrong way to follow anyone. All right. So that's the reason why I am focusing on educating the people and empowering you so that you understand exactly what you are doing here. Now look at the 7 margin call. All right. If you take the 7 margin call and you use the defaulted setting, for one coin you need $2,550. Come on, who has the money? Who has this amount of fund? And you are going to just waste all your fund here, and you are not going to really generate the profit that you desire. Now, so if you look into JDWINNER, right? JDWINNER, my focus is low startup cost. All right. Now, when we look into the low startup cost, we are also looking at the revenue, right? So at the revenue, we are looking at an average of 1% here. That's very important. All right. So every time the position is closed, I want to make at least an average of 1%. All right. And then I only got 3 calls here, right? Under the SYN strategy, 3 calls. So for this 3 call, what is the maximum fund for one coin? Only 110. So let me ask you a question. Do you prefer 110 or do you prefer 2,550? It's up to you to decide. All right. Now, next. All right. Next, we have a proprietary coin selection matrix, which I've designed that is already embedded with an 80-20 rule wallet management. Okay. So this is a huge gift, okay, to the community, and you can use this system to decide the number of your first order amount and also the number of coins. Okay, so this is a brilliant system that is already been provided for all the JDWINNER users. Now, not only that, we also make sure that we have a transparent parameters and unique offering that you don't get elsewhere. Now, when I talk about the parameter, right, I'm talking about the maximum coin that has been traded. All right. So as I mentioned to you earlier, okay, let me just run through that. Okay. Now, please understand that JDWINNER's SYN strategy was officially launched on 16 July 2021. So we have not even hit 1 month yet. All right. So by the 16th of August, it will be the first month since we launched JDWINNER's SYN strategy. But I have to thank God and thank the community for the overwhelming support. And I believe because of the value added services and also the offering, I really thank the community. Currently, under the Circle Popular list, JDWINNER is ranked number 2 as of today. In the hot list, it is ranked as 3rd. I think today it will become the number 2 too. It is going to actually take over the number 2 position. And the total Circle member as of today, it is about 6,334 Circle members, and it is growing every single second. All right. Now, really appreciate the team. Thank you so much. Okay, that gives so much of inspiration and encouragement to continuously deliver, with such a commitment, so that the team can be really blessed with all these value-added offerings that we have to provide. Now, the maximum coin traded in Binance is 20. The maximum coin traded in UOB is 20 as of today. All right, can you see that? So at any single time, I am actually providing a SYN strategy for 40 coins, okay, 20 for Binance and 20 for UOB. So if you decided to increase your trading fund, you at least have an understanding now how many coins that I am actually trading for the SYN strategy. All right. Now we have one of the best 80-20 wallet management strategy. We also have the coin selection matrix, whereby user can then determine the number of coins easily. Now, not only that, I make sure that the community, especially the Telegram group, get a fast and accurate response. Okay, and I make sure that every time I respond, I make sure to add value so that everyone in the group can learn from those insights and information that I share. Now we conduct AMA session. Okay, this is what we do every Tuesday, right? Every Tuesday. So this is an added service to the community, just to make sure we interact and engage with each others. We provide value added resources, insights, and education, and we always share this freely and willingly in the community. Okay, the whole idea is to empower and equip the community, because at the end of it, I want you all to be independent. Okay, I want you all to learn how these things works, so that you are not cheated or you are not fooled by anyone around you. Okay, that's the most important thing. And finally, okay, we have a dedicated YouTube channel, which is Wealth Makers Alliance, where it is a one-stop center. Okay, you can get all the relevant knowledge and information and insights, okay, and resources if you get to Wealth Makers Alliance YouTube channel. All right. So now, this is the significant transparent parameters and the unique offerings, okay, that has been provided by JDWINNER Sync Strategy. Okay, so I hope, all right, I hope you understand, okay, the whole scenario here as I explained to you, and I hope now you can connect everything. Okay, we're putting these puzzles together because some of us are completely lost what is really taking place. Like, I really understand that. That is the reason why I try to make this presentation as plain as possible so that you can then follow through and able to put all these puzzles together. Now, I don't expect every one of you to understand either, right? I don't expect, because some of us have to attend this presentation again and again. Some of us may have to watch this video again and again, right? So that's the reason why it is recorded, so that you can continuously watch and educate yourself, upgrade yourself, okay? Upgrade and update yourself so that you are well versed with what you are getting involved, okay? So I think I will stop here, and I'm going to open up this session for any questions, any compliments, and any input from the team. So that will be really awesome. Let's do that. All right, great. Awesome. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the whole presentation. I'm going to ask Andy to open up the chat room if you have any question, because some of you may not be able to put up your video because of the internet connectivity. I understand that, all right? So we're going to open the chat room. If you want to type in, you can type in. If you want to just ask the question, just raise your hand, okay? That will be awesome. If your video is on, just on your video, raise your hand so that we can then answer those questions. Yes.
Right, just before that, yeah. You know, you have seen Dr. John is a human being. He's not a bot. He's not a robot. And there are times that it's not in. So please be patient when you ask the questions. Like, I want the answer now. It's impossible. It's not there all the time. Please understand that. Yeah, 99% of the answer is done by him. So please be patient. Yeah. He's not a robot. He's a human being.
Yeah, I think, Andy, that is the right thing to say, because at the end of it, right, sometimes people think that because they use the sync strategy and they have the right to demand, which I think that is not really a right attitude, right? Please don't demand. You know that I will answer you guys, okay? Don't demand now you want the answer. I think it is wrong, all right? And after all, please understand, all right, that 1% and what you are getting, the value that we are providing and the offering here is much greater than that 1%, all right? So please understand that, okay? I think this is so important. Thank you, Andy, for addressing that. I don't really say much because I just want to bless the people, but sometimes I do feel, but I don't want to say that. But when people keep asking the same question and they don't watch the video, all right, that's where sometimes we really don't understand why these people are doing so, you see. So I hope you understand that. Thank you, Andy, for putting that input into the group. Truly appreciate that. All right. Yes, Andy.
And most of the question, most of the question is answered through the video. If you want quick answer, like tell me how many coins, please, just go through the video. You understand more.
Yeah,
right.
Andy, to say that, right, the reason why I don't want to give that kind of answer directly, because if I do that, they won't learn. All right, that's the reason why I don't want to answer. I share with them the coin selection metrics because I expect them to watch the video. So I want them to learn. Can you understand? The aim is to empower the team. That's all. So if I keep giving the answer, when are they going to learn? They won't learn, you see. And then if they have 100 people under them, how are they going to help these 100 people when they themselves are not actually understand what they are doing? So that is the reason why, okay, we encourage the team. So I hope everyone understand, okay, the intention is to empower and equip you all, not to, if I want to hold that information, I don't have to give you everything. All right, I don't have to do that actually. So I am not, this is not the way the right leadership all about, okay? So leadership is always about sharing this knowledge and information so that, and also empowering the people so that they themselves can stand on their own and be independent, okay? So I think that's the most important thing. Thank you, Andy, truly appreciate that. Okay, we have Money Magnet. Money Magnet, would you like to ask question? Okay, sorry. Let me just.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, great.
All right. Thank you very much for everything you've been doing. Yeah.
You're
So
most
I
welcome.
just want. Yeah. Thank you. I want to ask about the profitability of JDWINNER, right? So yeah, here's my thoughts. Let's say that I have $1,000 and I'm using $10 per coin, like you've recommended, and say there is no retracement or no drawdown. It means that for every trade setup, I'm going to be making 10% of $10 per coin, which is equivalent to 10 cents, right? That's 10 cents.
No. I think it is wrong. Probably it is not 10%. It is 1% average.
I mean, sorry, 1%. Yeah, 1% okay. Will be 10 cents.
Please don't increase the percentage.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean 1%. So 1% of $10 will be.
Sorry. Please understand that is average. Okay, always put the word average. All right. It's
yes,
not
average.
Fixed,
yeah.
It's not fixed 1%. All right.
Yes, I understand. So on the average, so let's say that's about 10 cents per coin. So I am just imagining that I have 10,000 and I am only focused on 7 coins. So that let's say all the 7 coins becomes profitable for that day. So it means that on the average, I'm going to be making about 70 cents on the average. That's assuming that all of them becomes profitable and there are no drawdown. So I'm trying to think, is there a way to optimize based on your experience, right? To optimize better, because some of the people that I've been sharing this information with, you think that, okay, so average of 70 cents on $1,000, is there a way it could be probably better? I don't know. I'm just asking. Or what is the average profitability of using your strategy without touching it in a month? It's going to help me to sell the idea better. I hope you understand what I'm talking about.
Okay, sure. But I think that's a brilliant question. I want everybody to listen because I want to teach you something here. All right, because what you have given is just, I think, a minimum bet. Well, let me just explain to you first. Now, okay, the first mindset or the first way to understand this is this. If you have $1,000, right? If you have $1,000, what are you expecting on an average per day from that $1,000? So as I mentioned earlier, our target, the potential target is 0.5% to 1%. That's the first thing. So now, if you can make 0.5% of the $1,000, that will be $5 to $10 per day. Am I right? Can you understand me? So that is your target. So you want to hit about $5 to $10 per day. So if you can make a minimum of $5 per day, you have already made 0.5%. Now, when I say $5 per day, I'm talking about 30 days, right? Because you can't be saying that if today you make only $2, that doesn't mean it is $2, right? But if you take a $30 days data. So now, the question is this. How are you going to achieve $5 to $1 per day? That's the question. All right. So now, with $1,000, you can open how many coins? 7 coins. So now please learn something here. Okay, I'm actually spilling the secret here. All right, spilling the secret, and I want you all to learn. It doesn't matter. No. So if you have 7 coins, and if all the 7 coins close, one position, which means 1 cycle. So 7 coin is how many cycle? 7 cycle. Am I right? So 7 cycle, you get how much? 70 cents, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let me ask you something. $5, if you divide by 70 cents, how many cycle you have to close in one day for each of those coins? $5 divided by 70 cents. All right. So you need about 7 cycles, right?
Yes, about 7 cycles. Yeah.
You need about 7 cycles average for each coin. That is the strategy. How are you going to get 7 cycles for each coin one day to hit $5? So this is where you need to use the three options, right? You have the hands-free, you have the SYN strategy, and you have the hybrid, which is the SYN plus the manual replenishment. Now, please understand, it doesn't matter if you make $2 today, it doesn't matter. We are talking about 30 days. So now that is the right way of looking into it. So now we are going to the deep, okay, to the deep to understand how are you, because if you can get 7 cycle every coin, then you are through for that day, which is a minimum of $5. So if you want to get $10, you need to have how many cycles? 14 cycle per coin, right?
Yes.
You see that? You need about 14 cycles, all right? So how do you get? That's the reason why the more cycle you have, the better it is, because that is the more position you have, the more position you close. So cycle means buy and sell, buy and sell. Buy and sell is 1 cycle. Buy and sell is 1 cycle. All right. So when the market is uptrending, right, there is no way the market can do for you 7 cycle when the market is uptrending. Normally that I see, it will be 3 to 4 cycle. And then you change to another coin. All right. Because if you go all the way 7, 8 cycle, you will end up floating later on. So it's very dangerous. Okay. So can you see there are so many factors to actually balance here, right? The balance here. So the biggest challenge here is the volatility of the market. But I hope I am actually giving you some strategy here to understand. That's the reason why if you depend 100% on SYN strategy, you might actually need more coins for you to get more cycles. So just by SYN strategy alone, you cannot achieve 0.5 to 1%. So you need to combine probably the hybrid mode, okay? But please understand, okay? When the market is declining, you might be able to make more than $5 when the market is declining, because your position amount is now 10 times. So remember, when you do the $10, right, your position amount is $10. But if the market is declining, your position amount until 3 call is $110. So now you are generating 10 times when the market is declining compared to when the market is actually uptrending. Can you understand me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. So that is the key here. So that's why at the end of it, at the end of the day, you should get back into your trading log and check how many positions have you closed today. Buy, sell. Every time sell is 1 position. So calculate your number of positions, then you will understand how are you really doing in terms of the trading. All right. So I think that's a brilliant question. I've been waiting to answer this, but nobody asked, and I can't answer that, right? So it's a brilliant question from Money Magnet. Great question. And I hope that the team is getting some insight from here. Okay. So now that is the reason why you have to manipulate the market. If you just do SYN strategy, all right, you may not really be able to see, because at the end of it, the profit, right, is a combination of all the options. So there is no one option that can give you a perfect answer. Okay. So I want to be honest with that. Okay. So I hope this honest question is well received by your side. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it is. Thank you very much. And basically, let me just say that the reason why I asked the question is because of some people in our community that might not be able to manipulate it. We have people that are aged. We have people that are old. We have people that they are not really literate when it comes to things like this. And then we just want to set it up for them and leave it so that everything keeps running on autopilot,
so,
even if you don't see them.
You are right. So in that case, right, those people who don't want to do the manual replenishment, don't use 80-20, use 100%. So if you use 100%, then you can go for 10 coins instead of 7 coins. Do you understand me? So means instead of allocating the 20% for manual replenishment, you put in 100%. So means your wallet management is 100%, not 80-20, because you don't want to do, because I do understand some elderly people, they may not be very good with all these things. They just want to do SYN strategy and enjoy. Now, let me ask you something. If you do a SYN strategy and you get about 0.2 to 0.5% every day, are you happy? All right, that is okay. If you can make 10% a month Are you happy? No answer. Are you happy or not? So, and I'm talking about people who are just doing nothing, all right? Doing nothing. They just do scene strategy and they make 10% or 10 to 15% a month. Do you think that is a good return? Absolutely, right? It's a good return. Doing nothing and making 10 to 15% a month, I think that's brilliant. So if you take 10% a month and divide by 30 days, that is about 0.3%. So if you use same strategy 100%, right, doing no manual replenishment, so that simply means you can actually generate at least probably about 10% a month without doing anything. So if you are doing manual replenishment 80-20 rule, you should be able to get a much better result compared to those who are just leaving it to the bot to do it. Do you agree with me, Money Magnet? Money Magnet, are you there?
Yes, sorry, I was muted, so I couldn't unmute myself. Yes,
Okay.
I do agree with you perfectly. It makes sense. 10% a month is very okay. I
So
mean,
that
your
is the
bank will
reason.
not-
That's the reason why somebody coming on board doing nothing and asking for 30% doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, I got
You see
that.
that? It doesn't make sense. So it is like a Ponzi scheme, man. This is not a Ponzi scheme. This is a real market. How can you have a fixed return? So in the real market, there is no fixed return. But if you ask me, if you do scene strategy 100% and leave it, and if you can make 0.25 to about 0.5% a day average, at least about 10 to 15% a month, I think that's brilliant, man. So if you use $1,000 and you open 10 coins, okay, let's say you use 100%. So $1,000 divided by 110, probably about 9 coins. So you open 9 coins and leave it for 1 month. See what happened. And after that 1 month, look at the result. And then you tell me what is the result. Can you do that?
Sure, I'm going to do that.
All right. So that is it. So
thank you,
the 30 days, right? Don't say anything. Don't complain. Don't look at the result. Just wait until the 30 days is over and let's see what happened.
All right. I appreciate it, bro.
All right. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for that question.
You,
at least I have the opportunity to share this knowledge with the team. All right. Thank you. God bless you.
And you too.
Yeah, you may put your hand down so that we can go to the next person.
All right. Who is next? Ogide. Ogide, are you there? Ogide, you may unmute yourself. Are you there?
Okay, hello. Good. How are you? Thank you for this session.
You're
I
most
really
welcome.
appreciate it. Yes, I have placed about $10,000 in the bank for almost 4 months now. Zero interest on it. Zero. I got nothing on it. So thank God I was able to see this video. I'm willing to commit myself to that same amount to this. So my question is this.
Ogide, let me ask you something.
Can you hear me?
If you can make 0.1% per day, is it better than the bank?
Far better. Because here in Africa, 0.1% of $10,000 is a great deal. It can feed the family per day.
Absolutely.
0.1% can feed a family of 3 or 4 per day in Africa.
Absolutely,
so it is very, very important that money works for us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, what is your question?
Straight to my question. Now, you said in the presentation, the margin call drop will be set by you, but the multiple buying ratio, if based on the matrix, I am to do $50, maybe I have $10,000 to invest, then I'm picking the $50 first call. Will I have to manually adjust the margin buying ratio, or will you automatically adjust for me? Because I noticed in the presentation you had it set at $10. So if in my selection I change to $50 and I increase my pay according to the matrix, let's say it is 30 coins or 20 coins, then will the margin buying ratio change by itself, or will it still stay at 10?
No, you don't worry about that. That will be taken care by the scene strategy. You just need to select your first order amount and the number of coins. That's all. Yeah, you can unmute yourself. All right. I hope that answers your question. You do nothing. All right. You do nothing.
Perfect. I'm going straight to go and invest.
You leave the strategy to JD Winner. I will handle it. You don't do anything. You just put in the 50 and the number of coins. That is it. And enjoy the return.
Perfect. I'm going straight to invest. Thank you very much. I
All right.
appreciate
God
it.
bless you. Take care. Okay, please bring down your hand, okay, once your question is answered. Prince Michael. Prince Michael, are you there?
Hello, JD.
Yes, yes.
Yes, God bless you, brother JD.
Yes, God bless you too. What is your question?
I must appreciate you. You are actually you have actually come to help a lot of people on this planet Earth, and it's a blessing that God is using you to change so many lives.
Amen.
I want to appreciate you. I want to thank God for you, and I pray for more wisdom and guidance and knowledge, in-depth knowledge, so that this blessing, this knowledge you are sharing with the whole world will know no limits.
Amen. Amen. Sure. Thank you so much. Where are you from?
I want to make. I'm from Cameroon, sir. From Cameroon.
Okay, great. Great to have you from Cameroon. Yes. What is your question?
Yeah, I have first of all this observation to make. It was, I think, last week around the 31st of July. The Sync took a trade. I think it was USDT BTC, and it lasted for about 4 days. It was there for 4 days. It was just going deeper and deeper, and it was there for the third day. I was looking at it. I said, "What is going on?" And you know, the Lord spoke to me and said, "Just leave it that way." And I think the fifth day, I was around the 4th of August. It paid off. It dropped in about $1.5. I want to implore everybody to be very patient with such a project. And yeah, patience pays off. It pays off. Those who are hearing, because there are some guys in our group who are, I mean, a Nigerian group, who are actually like thinking that they can get rich overnight because of Royal Q. We have lost a lot of money online. I'd rather prefer to making $0.50 every day than to go into a project where they will promise me $300 return on investment. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity that we have. Patience is key, and we need to be patient. You have been patient with us. I'm following you, Telegram, on YouTube. I'm following you on Zoom calls, and I see the virtues you have, patience. And if all our followers, all members of our community can have the same patience that you have, I think all of us will be smiling within a very short period of time.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now, suppose a trade is going on, and I want to stop it. For example, like the BTC USDT I was talking about the other day. So I was about stopping it, and you know, something just told me, just hold on, watch a bit. So maybe there are others who want to stop a trade. Me, I don't have that attitude of stopping trades. You can hang on there for 1 week, in as much as I know it's moving on. But suppose somebody wants to stop a trade on Sync. What happens to the ongoing trade? Does the fund go back directly to, is converted automatically to USDT, or the fund remains in the trade in which the bot got involved? That was the first question.
Okay. All right, let me answer that question quickly. All right, now please understand that when you are doing sync strategy, you shouldn't be operating the bot. All right, sync strategy means you have already allocated a proper wallet management, and maximum 3 margin call will hit when the market is declining, And then after you decide whether you want to do manual replenishment or you want to just leave it, is up to you. Now, it doesn't matter how far down the market goes, okay? It doesn't matter. There is no liquidation. So you shouldn't do any kind of interference if you are doing scene strategy, all right? Now, some people think that they can pause the trade. You shouldn't do that. I will never encourage you to do that. Okay, to pause the trade if you are doing scene strategy, just leave it. Okay, just leave it. Even if you pause the trade, and if you start back again the trade when the market is declining, it will automatically do the second or three margin call according to the current market price. So there is no use of stopping the trade. Okay, I am referring to scene strategy. Okay, not the manual trade. Manual trade is different. We are not talking about the manual trade here. I'm talking about scene strategy. So for a scene strategy, once you have seen, just leave it to the bot to handle it. Okay, that's all. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, that's clear now, sir. That's clear now, sir.
All right.
I don't have much again to say. I know we are always live on Telegram and with your YouTube videos. We are always there. You are always there to guide us, to help us. Thank you very much for the opportunity you have given us to be part of your community. And we are taking the message. It's now the gospel according to JDWINNER. And it's a gospel according to JDWINNER. And we are taking it and preaching it to everyone. And we hope to grow the community. We hope to grow the community. In Cameroon, it's still very, very timid because of the negative experiences that people have had via online investment platforms. But slowly but surely, we are trying to bring a lot of people on board. And I'm sure very soon we'll have a big community here in Cameroon. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Amen. Thank you so much, Prince, for the compliment. Everything I'm doing is the wisdom that God has given. I carry a prophetic grace, so there are a lot of things that God speaks to me before I get things done. And I think this is the reason being we have a fantastic strategy in place, because you don't find this strategy elsewhere. This comes from the throne room of God. And that is the reason why I have the confidence to be able to share these experiences and everything that I've gone through, so that the people can also experience the same thing. So as you say, right, patience is the key. Now please remember, in crypto market, all right, crypto market is where the money moves from the impatient to the patient. All right, so if you are impatient, you will sell. You will sell because you follow your emotions. That is the reason why many of those who are impatient are losing in the crypto market. All right, example, just look at SLP. All right, SLP has been down for how many days? All right, yesterday I closed my SLP. SLP was down for 11 days and my total position was $2,000. When I closed it yesterday, I make close to $40 just in 11 days. Just imagine that. All right, so that is it. So patience is the key to transfer wealth from the impatient to the patient in the crypto market. All right, so just wait. All right, just wait. At the end of it, Royal Quantitative will never liquidate your position. Remember, Royal Quantitative only makes money when you make profit. That is the rule. They will never make any profit when you close in loss. No, nothing. It doesn't happen in that way. All right. So I hope everybody understands. Even JDWINNER scene strategy cannot earn the profit sharing if you don't make a profit. Can you see that? So that is it. So that is the reason why we make sure that everyone understands this, have the same thoughts. All right. So I pray, for the impartation of peace and patience, to the life of the people, so that they can have the same patience. All right. So thank you, Prince. I truly appreciate that. God bless you, man. Send my regards to our team in Cameroon. All right, great. Ainsworth Edmund. Ainsworth, good to see you again.
Good morning, JD and the team. I just want to first thank you for all the work that you have been doing. I have started the Sing strategy, and what I'm recommending for everyone, I think you said it, Sing strategy for maybe the first 30 days, and try the hybrid. However, you just mentioned SLP, and that has been one of the coins that has been floating for me for seems like a very long time. No, the difference between you, I think you were continue buying the dip. What happened like with my account is that after it hit, I think when it was going down, there was a point that I run out of funds. So the market went way down, because even though it's retracing, I'm still at a 19% floating loss, right? The reality is, I am saying for everybody, because I know that how I'm going to get out of it, because I'm learning. I've never done trading before, but I'm learning. Is that, for now, is doing manual replenishment, but it gets harder and harder because the funds is going up. So even if I put, because I have like $120, so if I go, it's 19%. So if I put our next 120, that will bring it down to 10% floating loss. But the market still has to go up to another 12% for me to get profit. Is that right?
Yeah, you can say that.
Right. So the question that I'm really asking, what I'm saying to everyone is that first, please allow, if you're doing sync strategy, because this happened to me, is ensure that you do not, because I was doing a little bit manual while I'm doing the sync strategy. So I use up some of my funds with my personal testing that was supposed to be used for your sync strategy. So when the market was falling, the sync strategy did not get to kick in. So you will be I am at a greater floating loss than a person who bought at the lower prices. So when the market is even retracing, if you do not allow the sync strategy to do its work, because the sync strategy buy at least 12% down, yes, because it's 3.54 is by about 12% down. So if you only had the first call and the market start falling all the way down to 20%, and you only, because you didn't have any funds, the market already dropped 12%. When it's coming up even 10%, you're still in floating loss. So allow if you're doing the sync strategy, I'm saying to everyone, it's a lesson that I've learned to ensure that the amount of funds to do the tree call is always in your wallet, because you will be at a greater disadvantage when the market, even when the market is retracing, you still have to wait on the market to come back all the way up before you're able to take profits. All right, so something that I want to tell persons, because it's something that I'm learning. And as you said, patience is the key. I am learning to tell persons that be grateful for 5. So I'm now saying 15 to 30% per month. Be grateful for that. Absolutely. Because you're not getting it anywhere else. I did extremely well in those other programs I promise you, and I'm saying to persons, if we can just be mindful that, all right, there are up days and there are down days. So if you have $1,000, the aim, as JD said earlier, $5 to $10 is excellent. It's excellent. And if you just use that a compound a portion of that for the month, so you make $100 for that month, you put $50. So now you're trading on a 1,050. You put $50 and spend. Do whatever you want to do, and you will see that over a few months that your account will be growing. So I'm just grateful. I just wanted to say that. And so just for persons, control your patience. You understand? Your funds is the key, because when you don't have the funds, you miss opportunity, right? Because it's all about fund management and patience. I heard about that you have to have, trading is about emotions. And greed is something that will take you over. I'm learning about that, because so for some of us, we want to make profit every single day. If we have become so used to those programs that just put a figure that we earn 0.1% every day. So every day we want to see that on our dashboard if we're not earning. But then there are days that you might not earn anything at all, and the other day you earn more than what you had would be enough for one day. So thank you again, everyone on the team, and truly appreciate it. And I just want to to say, guys, I am way out here in Jamaica, and I am just really happy to be a part of this community, and I will, continue growing and growing at a team here. I see my upline in this program on the call, Asif. I truly appreciate you for sharing this opportunity and connecting me with this awesome community. Have a good day, everyone.
All right, thank you so much for that input. I think that's a valuable input that we all must take note, all right? Now, please understand, okay, some of the key takeaway here is this. If you are doing scene strategy, please, okay, you see, the beauty about trading is this. It will reveal your true person, your emotions. All right, now when I talk about emotion, I'm talking about greed, impatient, all right, discipline. These are all the emotions. No, if you are doing scene strategy, make sure you have high level of discipline not to touch until that 3 calls. If you try to do manual replenishment in between of that, then your fund is going to get depleted, and you're not going to have that 20% contingency fund when you really need it. All right, so don't waste your bullet. Don't waste your bullet. Okay, wait for the 3 calls to hit, because it's already been calculated. I have already calculated all these things based on my analysis and based on my 3 over years experience in martingale strategy. I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, so leave it. Okay, but once it hit the 3 call, then you can then do the manual replenishment. Okay, because please understand, your 20% you are not going to use for all the coin. You're going to tackle one by one. All right, that is the rule. All right, but if you keep using it at first call, and you use it at first call, you use it, then you're going to waste the bullet. So there is high degree of patience and discipline to follow through the process. All right, don't ever cut short of the process, and it will then eat you up. All right, that's the reason why some of them will use scene strategy, because they do manual replenishment in between. Then they say that their coins are floating. By right, it shouldn't. It shouldn't if they really follow the strategy. Okay, now scene strategy is like basically you have no control, right? For the 3 calls, you got no control. You just follow whatever that has been said. You are only in control after the 3rd call. Can you see that? So that is the reason why for scene strategy, you may not be able to decide the percentage that you want to earn unless you can actually manipulate the market and go and do your own trading. All right, so please understand. So if you can make about 10% or 10 to 15% with just scene strategy a month, I think that's a brilliant return. But you need 30 days of patience, okay, to collect data, and then you'll be able. So please understand, I love trading because trading reveals who I am. Okay, if I have greed, it will reveal. If I have impatience, it will reveal. Everything inside of me will reveal. That's why trading is beautiful. So when that is revealed, please go into the presence of God and ask God to help you out, okay? Because that is the real person you are, and God will give you the power both to will and to do, and to resolve that problem that you are facing. Can you see that? So that is the beauty of this trading, all right? So take it from that positive perspective. So thank you so much, Edmund, for that input. Truly appreciate that. I believe the team will be able to learn, okay, from these experiences. God bless you, man. Okay, great. Please do bring down your hand, all right, once you have already asked those questions. EJ, am I right? Andy, EJ? All right, EJ, are you there? EJ, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yes, EJ, where are you from?
Hello. Yeah, I'm from Nigeria.
Okay, good, man. How can I assist you? What is the question?
Okay, first of all, I'm basically new, just about a week old, and I joined your think strategy, and I was recommended to your think strategy by someone who I did not actually know, but just discovered that, okay, I am new, and advised me to join your think strategy. And I've watched your videos online on YouTube, and everything seems amazing. But
Thank you.
I'm someone that normally likes to go for more knowledge, because I like to know things and how things are done, you understand? And my question is asking, I really like to know how most of the settings are gotten, or how you think of it to actually come up with those settings, the thought process as regards those settings, especially like the margin drop percentage and the required quantity to buy when the margin drop happens.
Okay, once again, and can you speak a little bit louder because I can't really hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm talking about the margin drop call, the percentage. So, like I said, I'm someone that always likes to know how things happen and try to understand and educate myself in the process. And I believe that if I should understand these things, then it will help me also in a very long way. Not just only depending on the full strategy, but to do some other things on my own to improve myself. Because we don't know what the future holds, you understand? So concerning the margin drop, the percentages, what is the thought process behind it, the formulation of it, and how does it apply when it comes to a particular coin being traded? Because sometimes you see the percentage, you say 3.5%, you see 7%. So does it really mean that where the coin drops 3.5% from the initial buy price, that's the first margin call? Then the second margin call, sometimes it's still maybe 4.5% or 4%. What does it actually mean, the 4.5% in the second margin call? Is it from the initial buy price or from the new average after the first call?
Okay, all right, no problem. I think I understand where you're coming from. Now, if you are doing scene strategy, right, you don't really have to understand in detail how those margin calls actually work because it is already been, embedded into the scene strategy. Now, if you just want to know what is the 3.5, what is the 4.5, that is basically the difference from the average price and the current price. Okay, so the 3.5% or whatever the percentage is basically the difference between the average price. So if you buy the coin, let's say a coin at certain average price, if that coin price goes down from that average price, that is the percentage of difference. So when you hit that percentage of difference, it will then open the margin call. Okay, so but how did I decide the percentage? I can't be revealing that secret, right? Because that is based on the market analysis and the strategy that I have actually adopted. So I know exactly based on the data that I've collected, right, for so many different coins, because you have to go back to the range. Okay, you need to study the range of trading. So when we know the range of trading, we roughly know what is the first call range looks like. Okay, so that is how we decide how this percentage. So, and this range changes every 24 hours according to the market. All right, so it's not something that is easy to understand for any kind of layman. All right, but that's the reason why you are actually tapping on the scene strategy, because that percentage I can change at any time because I am monitoring the market. So if you are a trader like me and you are monitoring the market 24/7, it's okay, then you will understand. But if you are not, then don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry, but stay true. All right, don't go back, because we have a good news to update each and every one of you. At the end of this call, we are offering something new. Probably you want to stay back and hear what will be that, because that will answer to this question from EJ, right? So EJ, thank you so much for that question, right? I hope I answered the question.
Thank you very much.
Yes, God bless you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
God bless you, man. Take care. Okay, great. We got one more, Charles Patrick. All right, now, before we proceed, okay, please get into the Telegram group. All right, would appreciate you put some compliments there. All right, tell the people how is this meetup so that more people will come and join us, okay, the coming week. And if you are leaders, you got your team, do encourage your team, all right, to come on board and keep supporting us. That would be really awesome. Okay, Charles Patrick, are you there? Charles Patrick?
Yeah, hello, Dr. JD.
Hi, hello, where are you from?
From Nigeria,
Hi,
Africa.
good to have you.
It's good to have you. First of all, I want to apologize for this morning. You know, I tried to stress you a little bit, and you told me I needed to study more. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, you told me I needed to study more on how to do it. You know, this is actually fat so. So it was actually when I had to, you know, go through the YouTube stuff again. I realized that I had skipped that particular part that was explaining about the graph, you know, and I was able to learn exactly all you did. And I must say that I understand the reason why you reacted that way, because it's not easy to spend all the time here and you have to explain yourself all over again, you know, on the Telegram page. So sorry for the misunderstanding and the mix-up. I had to understand exactly that it was so simple, you know, and all that. So first of all, I want to apologize for that. And you also taught that today. You know, I had to listen to you taught that today, and you made it so simple for us. So thanks so much. I really appreciate. And I must say that I've not experienced any issues since I started syncing with you. So I started synchronizing with you, I think for the past 2 weeks or so. I've not experienced any issues at all. It has been dropping the profits on a daily basis, you know, no matter the percentage. I feel grateful, you know, I feel grateful no matter the percentage, as long as you're getting in dollars. You know, in Nigeria here, we know what it means to earn in dollars, you know, and you know that your profit is there safe, you know. So I really want to appreciate the intelligence and everything you're doing. I was telling a friend about you, and he was like, why him? Why him? Why don't you try others? I told him, no, I think my spirit agrees with him. And besides, it takes time to, you know, share everything, you know. So it's about the spirit being attached and agreeing to someone. I preach about the JD, winner strategy to everyone I know. Amen. And I think you're actually the best. Yeah. So sorry, I want to ask a question that's a little bit out of a little bit context. Yes. The truth is this, I am out of the fear of you know, using my actual, you know, Binance accounts. I had to open another Binance account, which, you know, at some point they discovered that I'm using 2 accounts, and they told me I couldn't have access, like I couldn't, I couldn't withdraw from that account. So I chatted them up as you instructed me, and they told me, okay, it's fine. I should appeal, which I appealed, and they told me, okay, within 3 to 7 days, it's going to be fixed. So now that has actually, you know, slowed me from, you know, funding that account to increase my, you know, my volume. You understand? It has actually affected that. But I wanted to know now, when it is being, when I have to move my money now to the other accounts to have just one account, which is going to be the result of all this, can I unbind and bind with another Binance accounts? Is it possible?
Yeah, that's right. So what you need to do is untie or unbind your current API, and then you and then you bound again to the new API. That's all. Very simple.
Okay, but will I have to stop the synchronizing first?
You don't have to. If you can quickly do that, you don't have to actually, because you're synchronized. If most synchronized actually, because the synchronized, or probably you can just do it when it is floating, so you won't actually realize it.
Okay. Thanks very much. That's number one. Number two, I want to ask something that has to do with synchronizing. When we have to stop a sync, you know, strategy because we want to increase our funds, or because we want to increase our, you know, our capital, our funds, does it affect the strategy?
No, it doesn't affect. It doesn't affect your strategy. So let me just quickly get into that that slide. Okay, so let me just a moment. Okay, those are the FAQ question. All right, so you can see. Let me just okay. So this is it. Now, if you want to change the strategy, okay, you want to change the parameter. So the parameter will be basically 2 things, right? The first order and the number of strategy. So when you want to change that, okay, you can straight away go to the scene strategy and cancel. Now, while you cancel that, okay, definitely your current scene strategy, all right, will be canceled. But your trade is still going on, okay? Is still going on until that trade actually closes in profit, and then it will be gone. All right, it will be gone. So when that trade actually closes in profit, so what you need to do, make sure that what you can do is that over here, right, you can exit all your trade if you want to. So if you want to exit, make sure you put everything to one shot, okay? Or don't really have to do that, okay? You can just do the change the parameter, go to cancel the sync strategy, and thereafter, right? Sorry, thereafter you can edit the first order and the number of coin. You can edit. Okay. Now, once you have added, all right? Once you have added, you can then sync strategy once again. So what will happen? Your current position will be still running until it take the profit. Now, when a new position is open, it will follow to the new setting that you have done.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I get you, sir. I think that's the situation with one of my downlines that, you know, she actually increased her funds and she was supposed to have 3 coins, but she realized that she still has 2 coins like before, as of today, you know. So I think maybe her previous positions have not closed, has not taken profit yet. That's why it's like that.
Okay, you see that if you, for example, right, you have currently 2 coins, and you want to actually increase your first order amount for that 2 coin, then you only change the first order amount. That's all. But
no, sir. Sorry, please, sir. That's not what she did. What she did is that she increased her funds. She increased it from 240 to I think 300 and something. You know, so she actually picked She actually picked $10 for 3 coins, but she just realized today that it's still on 2 coins. You know.
Yeah, because if let's say, right, you have 2 coins, if you got example 1 coin running and you want to add 3 coins, then what you need to do is to cancel the sync and make sure you put 3 coins. Now, when you put 3 coins, okay, when you put 3 coins, what will happen is that your 1 coin will be still running using the old setting, all right, but then another 2 coin will open up. So if it doesn't happen, right, you cancel the sync and sync strategy once again, because sometimes the bot is intermittent. There's a problem there. So, and if the problem still persists, right, then that is a technical issue. So you take the snapshot of it, your home page, and take the snapshot of your sync strategy and send and feedback to the customer support in your back office, and then you will get them to fix this problem. Because you must understand, all right, these are technology and the bugs are always there. All right, the bugs are always there. And also it depends on those bots, on those handphones, because of the catches and the bugs and so on in those phones and so on. So that's why certain phones, okay, react differently because of the catches and so on. So that is how, that is why this kind of things can happen. But as long you understand the step here and how to do it, it is fine. I think that you are doing the right thing. It's just that probably the intermittent of that bot actually that created the problem. All right. So I think that is clear. Okay, that is very good. What to say? I think that is a well done explanation. I hope that is clear. Charles, I hope that is clear. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I say thank you very much, sir. I appreciate.
All right. You're most welcome. All right. So I think what you say earlier is the right thing, right? Because that's the reason why it's not that we don't want to answer people. It's just that if we answer, they will never find out for themselves. Can you see that? Yeah. And the reason why I do that, because the answer is already given in the video. So that simply means this person is not taking initiative to go and watch the video, but he just wants everything to be hands out to him. And please understand, all right, I can't be spoon feeding 6,000 over members. I can't do that. That's right. I can't do that. That is the reason why I have created the video. We have the resources there. So let me tell you something. If everyone watched the video diligently, there will be less and less question in the Telegram group, because we have gone through that video in detail, step by step. Everything is there. But sometimes, right, people don't want to watch the 40 minutes or 1 hour. They skip. When they skip, they lose the important. Because let me tell you something. Every single second, when you listen to that video, every single second is a value add. We never waste people's time. All right? Because you will never get this information or this insight anywhere else. Let me tell you something. All right? Because I know what I'm talking about. I have done my research and I have done my investigation. I know what I'm talking about. So that is the reason why, okay, if you really want to become a good investor, you must become a responsible investor. As a responsible investor, you must spend some time, take initiative to find out what you are investing into. All right, so that is very important. All right, so I think thank you so much for that exhortation, for that, you know, for that clarification. Truly appreciate that. And I don't want people to take me personally, because I am straightforward. Okay, but at the same time, I want to teach people. That is the most important thing. So today, I think we had someone, right, that feel offended. No, I can't. If you feel offended, something is wrong with your own heart, and you need to deal it with God, not with me. All right. So that is the reason why I don't want people to take things personally, because this is a professional. Okay, we are doing business, and you must understand from the perspective that I'm coming from here, because I want to train the people. Remember, this is a war, and you guys are the soldiers, the armies. All right, and you have to live like that, because we are going war. This is a war between this is a war zone, my friend. You are thinking it's a trading. For me, it's not a trading. It's a war zone. Okay, we are fighting because it involves money, right? This is so important. So Charles, thank you so much, man. God bless you.
Thank you very much. I was actually the person we had that conversation today. So it's my other.
I'm not so sure. I think I had one more this afternoon. And that person told me that he's not going to ask any question anymore in the group. So that simply means, right, you don't really understand where I am coming from. That's all. Okay, God bless you. Thank you so much. All right. I think that is all the questions we have here today. That is awesome. Do we have any other question in the chat room?
No. Just housekeeping for the Telegram group. Dr. JD and me are not from Royal Q. We are all investors. So there are some technical questions, right? We cannot answer. Okay, just let the system do it. Works. There are some hiccups, but just be patient, right? Let the system work by itself. And then please, if you have your telephone number out there, please remove it. Please hide it, because there are scammers going through your contacts, and they will contact you personally. So we won't contact you, right? We will not send you message privately. I think that's all. And I saw someone post some Photoshop result. It's like 50,000, 100,000 profit. That's impossible. Okay, so don't get tricked on it. Tricked by the advertisement. So just be careful.
Yeah. All right. Now, please understand, I think what Andy says is important. That's why you can see me. I don't respond to even personal messages. So if you try to DM me, I never respond. It's not because I don't want to respond. I can't respond to thousands of people. If I respond to every individual, how can I then add value to the Telegram group? Can you see that? Because some of those questions are common questions which are supposed to be asked in the group so that everyone can learn. That's why I don't respond to any direct messages to me. Okay, so please don't take me wrongly, all right? Because I can't do that. It is unfair for the rest of the team, all right? So now, in saying that, I also want to encourage the team, all right? One thing that you can do, right? If I go back to the bot now, you can see in the bot, right? We have a Royal Q feedback. Under your mind, you have a Royal Q feedback. If you click the feedback, do you know that, okay? Do you know that there are wealth of resources that our team is missing out here? All right. Now, if you look, all right, I'm not getting. Let me just try to. Okay, I think that the network is still not really. But if you look at the feedback at the bottom, right, you will see the beginner's guide and also the FAQ, right? Now, this is where you can actually get all those information. So if you can spend some time and go and read, right, actually a lot of your questions will be answered there, especially related with the technical, okay, technical and the financial part of it. Okay, so some people think that myself and Andy is actually working for Royal Q. We are not part of Royal Q. Please understand that. So there are questions that we can't answer. I am an investor like you, but I had the opportunity to create a SIN strategy, okay, so that you can use the SIN strategy. But that doesn't mean I am in charge of the technical team and the financial. So that's why when you ask this kind of question, we have to direct you back to the support, because we can't be answering those questions. Can you see that? So please understand that. Now, the other thing that I also want to quickly add to the team is this, and probably this is going to be an exciting news, okay, to the team. I think we have about probably 40 people here. From 80 and gone down to 40, but the 40 here that is listening, right? I'm just going to tell you some new things that is coming our way, right? And this is what I'm going to do. Now, I know that we have a SIN strategy in place, all right? Now, this is the good news, okay? Now, tell me in the Telegram group later on, what do you think about this, okay? What do you think about this? Or probably is the chat room open, Andy? Yeah, open the chat room, okay? If you agree with this and if you look forward for this, probably put one, all right? Put one, all right? Let me tell you what is going to happen. Now, you know that my background is trading, all right? So I am watching the analysis and all those things. I understand how the market works. And my expertise is in martingale strategy. I know what to do exactly to get certain profit and so on. Now, how about, okay, how about, will you actually get excited if I actually create a mentorship program whereby I want to teach those who are in this community how to do a hands-on manual trade so that you can get a better profit. Now, if you are agreeable and if you are in favor of this, right? Just put one, okay? Just put one in the chat room, and probably you can comment later on in the Telegram group. Now, how is this going to happen? I will tell you exactly later on. And definitely, right? Definitely it is not free, because I cannot give my time for free for anyone. So this will be a mentorship program, but we will try to make things reasonable. All right. So we simply means, okay, you will be in the special Telegram channel, and that channel, right, is not a SIN strategy. I am going to teach you how to do hands-on and how to manipulate the market so that you can decide the profit that you want every day. Will that be awesome? All right. Will that be awesome or not? All right. So that is something that I've been planning. All right. So I will tell you exactly what will be the modules. So you will actually have a session with me. All right. A Zoom session with me. So we're going to probably put like 5 or 10 people together. You will go through a session with me, and I'm going to share with you how to do the manual replenishment. Then I'm going to also share with you about how to do the market analysis and how to read some of those price action, okay, especially the candlestick. I'm not going to teach you technical, because I hate technical, okay? I don't like technical analysis, and technical analysis is a bullshit. All right. So, but I'm going to teach you price action, how to read candles, so that you know exactly when to do the manual replenishment and manipulate the market and come out of the market. All right. So now, this is what I'm thinking. So I will advise you, probably we will study in the month of September. Okay. So I'll prepare the modules, and thereafter we will go through. So you will be in the special Telegram channel. And that will be a mentorship, okay? A mentorship, probably a short term, like 3 months mentorship, so that we don't have to go through long. A 3-month mentorship, and thereafter, right, you can actually do your own hands-on. Isn't that awesome? All right. Will that be awesome or not? Can I hear from the team? I think everyone is muted. Everyone is unmuted, right?
They are mute.
Okay, all of you are unmuted. What do you guys think? Can I hear some noise there?
Amazing!
Awesome. Very awesome. Very awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome, JD.
I've been seeing that a lot of you guys are asking the same thing, right? How to do the manual, how to do the hands-on, right? Because I can see, and you know that I don't give any answer on hands-on in the SIN strategy group, because that is a SIN strategy group. So I will let you know what will be, okay, the fees like. I will try to make it as reasonable, but It is only going to be one off. Okay, you're only going to pay one off, but I'm going to give you a mentorship program. All right, probably for about 3 months, and you're going to cover everything in that mentorship program. All right, so that is, I think, will be awesome for the team. Okay, will that be great?
Awesome.
All right, so now
that would be great. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, awesome. Now, before I end this meeting, right, I just want to quickly open up probably probably 2 or 3 of you, right, to just share something, give your input if you have any compliments or you have some input about this whole thing that we are doing here. And I'm really looking forward for the mentorship, right? And I tell you something that is going to blow your mind, and you're going to learn how to manipulate and ambush, and you're going to really generate quite a significant profit than just doing a scene strategy. Now, that is the reason why those who never come for this meeting, they don't know what we are talking about. So only the 40, close to 37 now, know exactly what is the next plan that I have here. All right, so now, any one of you would like to say something before we close this meeting? Donatus, yes, Donatus. All right, no question, okay? I just want you to say something, give your input, and then we can close, okay? Just probably 2 or 3 of you from the different continent will be awesome. Yes, Donatus.
It's been a great meeting, and we appreciate what you are doing. Is awesome. Indeed, some of us is like this is a new realm, and for you within this short period that this thing, started, you have mastered, and a great teacher. We so much appreciate it. And honestly, as you have just said that, you want to have some inner kakus. I think I'll be one of them, because the issue that I'm a retired civil servant, and I really want to see a way forward. So I'll be glad to be part of it. And I want to say thank you. It's awesome for you to have started this things without actually trying to get something from people, just to make people to understand on how to do this. Because of course, we don't know how to do it. We just get maybe in a group and somebody is asking you, register, do this, and you are looking. But now it was from your YouTube information and this, and I started knowing what actually to do. Even though I don't have much fun, but then at least I appreciate what you are doing, and I say, God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. Truly appreciate that honest compliment. These are the compliments that really great reward to us. We don't look for anything from the people, but I think compliments and encouragement and recognition is a great reward, okay, that comes from the Lord, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Donatus. God bless you, man.
Bless you.
All right, anyone else that you would like to add on to that, and then we can probably wrap up this whole thing today. All right, you can unmute yourself. All right, unmute yourself, and that would be awesome to hear from you guys.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Nathan.
Yes. Where are you? I'm trying to find you. Yes.
I'm
Nathan.
calling from Nigeria.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nathan. Yes.
Just to appreciate you, it has been really selfless.
Amen. Thank you.
I'm very glad to be associated with you and with the program. But coming from Nigeria, it's an awesome opportunity. So I want to say thank you so much. And now that you want to create an inner caucus, like my brother called it, I want to be part of it.
Awesome. I will let you guys know.
It gives more opportunity to learn and to master the program. Thank you so much. God bless.
Yeah, you're most welcome. What I want to do is just to strengthen your left hand and right hand so that you can become a great fighter in the battlefield, all right? sometimes sync strategy alone is not enough. You need to make sure both hand is working well. All right. So that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to empower another hand so that you can actually, you know, generate more profit. Okay. Because at the end of it, let me tell you the secret. Wait. The secret of making money in trading is when you are in control of the market, not when the market is in control of you. All right. So how can you be in control of the market? That is what we're going to do. All right. So Nathan, thank you so much. God bless you, man.
You're welcome.
Yes. Who we have here? Mike, is it?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Good evening,
yes,
JD.
Mike. Yes.
I'm a fellow Malaysian. So I'll just perhaps I can speak on behalf of my also fellow Malaysians.
Please.
As we all know, in Malaysia, we recently the Binance app was banned or attempted to be banned. So in the 11th hour of rush, you know, like my personal experience had been that I've always been a hands-on person, i.e., the very least, you know. So I've been making money, thank the Lord, and also and SLP is an example, you know. But can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So of course, I had holding power on SLP, but it's just that because of the rush to close the trade for SLP due to the ban on Binance, I was forced to sell to close the trade on SLP, and I had a huge loss, you know, because in normal circumstances I could have hold on to that pair, you know, and I just like with the other pairs, you know. But of course, I'm still thankful that we have migrated to Huobi, and I'm already making money from Huobi. I just while listening to your presentation, I just like this pair that Shiba, is it how you pronounce it? SHIB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just made about $31 US. You know,
wow, awesome.
So very thankful, you know, JD. So I mean, for all intents and purposes, you know, despite the challenges that we fellow Malaysians had to face, you know, the threat by our central bank, Finance, central bank. You know, in my personal opinion, pardon me if I sound a little bit harsh, perhaps the inerpt attitude by Binance, you know, because I personally feel that Binance could have done more for us fellow Malaysians, just like what Remington did, you know, in coming up with a more suitable alternative rather than forcing us to migrate to Huobi in such a short time, you know. So, and you know, I wouldn't have suffered, as I say, SLP wouldn't have suffered such a huge loss had I hold on to that pair, had I been not forced to sell, you know, because you never know if it is the app, once the app is banned, all my money will be frozen, you know, maybe perhaps for all eternity, you know. But anyway, still very thankful that in the whole realm of things, I mean, the Lord has given me the opportunity to meet you, you know, and through my wonderful upline to my own brother Lawrence, you know, to give me this wonderful opportunity to money, you know. So still, as I say, very graciously thankful, you know. Thanks so much, JD. So of course, and also regarding your Sync synergy, I see the merits of it, you know, but it's just that I'm not into it yet. So because I'm already making money from your hands-on strategy already, you know, using even your 2 margin calls, you know, and yet I can make money, you know. So looking forward to mentorship under you, because I really know very little. I'm just hardly 2 months, you know. into
awesome.
Looking forward to more to your mentorship.
Yeah,
Thank you,
for that.
JD.
Yeah, thank you for the update, Mike. I can only tell you one thing, all right? What was planned evil, God can turn it around for good, all right? That is the most important thing. So sometimes this can be evil, sometimes, but how we going to take this situation? If we take it positively, I believe you will be able to recover back by using the Huobi exchange, all right? So don't worry about it. This is a normal experience that trader has to face. But we were a bit unfortunate in Malaysia that this is happening. I would say this is unprecedented. But from Binance, I think Binance will never come up with any kind of statement. I think today I have already updated. I think Binance will still go on unless otherwise, MCMC, which is the security, all right, goes in there and do something. But even that, okay, with a public DNS, if you have a Google public DNS, probably you can bypass that and so on. But nevertheless, I think these are sometimes, because we don't have experience, so we can be really going through this mess, not knowing really what to do, right? So don't worry about it. What was evil, God can turn it around for good, right? So that is the most important thing. So thank you, Mike, and truly appreciate for that, for that compliment on behalf of our Malaysian team. Truly appreciate that. God bless you. Okay, great. All right. Anyone else? Maybe last one before we close this meeting today. That is just awesome. Any other countries?
All right, JD, this is Inzo from Jamaica. All right, so just wanted to know. Just wanted to tell you thanks, for what you're doing. Truly appreciate it, and really excited.
Sorry, is this Edmund?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yes, Edmund.
Yeah, so I was saying thank you for everything, and I am pretty excited for, the opportunity that is coming up in September to actually learn from you, to do manual trading, because that is something that I know. I was just, after just thinking about it, I was saying to my wife just now, if you sync and you're making 15 to 30% per month by the sync strategy, and if you are doing manual trading and you are just aiming for the same 15 to 30% per month manual, so the two combined, you're actually looking at 30 to 60% per month. If you're combining the two actions, it is so powerful that even if at the bottom end you're still earning 30% per month, because 15% of your funds is being traded, in the same strategy. 15% you are getting from doing your manual things is just exciting. So from my side here in Jamaica and this part of the world, in the Caribbean, I just want to tell you thanks, and looking forward to working with you even more in the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Edmund. Truly appreciate that. Now, if I let you know my testimony, right? Just by doing manual, I can actually generate about 2 to 4% or 2 to 3% average per day. So that is about 40 to 60% per month profit just from using the Royal Quantitative. So if I would reveal this secret and teach all of you to do that, I think a lot of you will be doing much better, right? So, but please understand, all right, I don't want to guarantee anything, because at the end of it, right, market is still market. But at the end of it, when you do manual, right, you can manipulate the market. That's the most important thing, right? So, so that's what we are looking at, okay? If you can make 2 to 3% per day, all right, that is about 40 to 60% a month, all right? So that is a huge, huge potential here if we can really learn. So I will definitely make sure that the team is being advised, advised on this, how we're going to move forward, all right, because we have the same strategy. People are already getting used to it and understand how things works. And I think now we need to elevate the people and empower the people into greater heights by giving them this opportunity and teach them exactly the right mindset. Okay, I want you to think like me. All right, think like me when you trade. That's the most important thing. So to think like me, you need to learn. You need to learn my strategy. All right, and that is the only way you can then start to do what I'm doing, and then you can then improvise from that and become better and better. Right. So with that, I would like to say thank you so much. Truly appreciate that. Okay, please do comment in the Telegram group. Get into the group. Okay, comment, and please do. All right, share the scene strategy with your friends and so on. All right, so I think this is just an awesome opportunity, and thank you for coming on board every week. This is our weekly event. Share with everyone, encourage everyone to come on board, because there are so much of insights, okay, that are actually here in this kind of presentation, and we can actually engage, okay, closely, as though we are close and sitting together and interacting with people. I think this is a great transparency, so that every one of you know, right, that there is a real person actually talking to you, instead of nobody that is actually communicating with you, right? So that is important. So in saying that, all right, I would like to really thank God. I think this is God's ordained, purpose and his way of doing things, how he has brought all of us together, right, getting connected with this opportunity. Also, right, thank you for Royal Q for preparing such a wonderful platform whereby, okay, you can actually even create your own copy trade, and that is where, okay, I can actually offer up this fantastic opportunity, right? So I have to really thank this technology, and I think this is God's way of how he's doing things and connecting each and every one of us, all right? So with that, I would like to say thank you so much, truly grateful, really encouraged and inspired, okay, by each and every one of you. I think we have Kathy here. Kathy, would you like to say something before I close? Kathy, are you there? Kathy, are you there? No, she's not there. Okay, all right. So if she's not there, that is fine, all right? That is fine, all right? So we will catch up again next week, all right? God bless each and every one of you, all right? I hope the upgrade will be complete so that the bot will be back normal. But if you are synchronizing, right, don't worry about it. Actually, your trade is running. It's just that probably you are not able to do other functions and so on. Your trades are still running. I hope these things will get through. And as the market begin to, moving uptrend, this is the right time. This is the right time, okay, for you to manipulate the market, get into it, and start to earn as much as you can, all right? So God bless you all right? Take care, everyone. We will catch up once again, all right? Take care, everybody. We will see you all next week. Thank you so much. God bless you. And thank you, Andy, for co-hosting this together with me. Appreciate you being around, as one of the admin. I truly appreciate that. Yes, Jiaren, good to have you there. All right, awesome, everyone. Good night. Good night. God bless you all.
Bless you.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Hi, good night, everyone. God bless
you. JD.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, Mungo.